Dude, hype, hype, hype. I'm so excited. Oh, and you can't hear this, huh? Oh, great.
In wheelchair Sunday, it doesn't matter. You just...
Oh yeah. You know, I destroyed my wheelchair to make sure that I
there we
need
go.
it. A lot of people said I should donate it. I know who's going to need it.
The
Come
airports
Sunday,
have that little
Jordy.
wheelie thing that they can push you along. You just got to tip them.
Jordy, you're a joke. You're a joke. A lot of people are tuning into this, you know, to laugh. All right. There's one person to laugh at. There's actually one lolcow here. I'm YouTube royalty. You are YouTube never was. I might be a has-been. You never were, brother.
You know, it's funny because you used to talk about how you were so smart in investing your money, and we sit here today and you're penniless. You're taking a fight against a man that's 15 years younger than you. You have no chance against me.
I'm taking a fight with a man who's 15 years younger.
All you
I
do
ain't
is get
afraid
mad
of you.
at
I ain't
nothing.
afraid of
You eat
you.
it like milk.
You can't do anything to me. My mom didn't do to me when I was 8.
Oh, of course.
Wings.
Boogie's
what did you
go-to
have
is
to do to
bringing up
prepare for this fight?
being abused as
You
a
know,
child.
Even though you think it's going to be easy,
Is the go-to.
you haven't been training like it's going to be easy. You've been putting a lot of work and effort in. Can you talk about that?
Well, like there's always a puncher's chance in any kind of boxing match. You can make one mistake and
Okay, this is what we're gonna watch before Dave goes
I
live.
didn't want to get embarrassed, and I was in terrible shape. When
Did we
I took
pass
this
the
fight.
sound check?
I only had like
Everything
6
sound
weeks
good?
to actually get ready for it.
Let me hear this.
I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm a boxer in any shape or form.
Yeah, sounds good.
But I dropped 36 pounds. I basically increased my cardio. I've walked 20.1 miles since I've been here in London. You know, I've been trying to stay on top of everything. I've kicked soda for the most part. I've been watching my
DSP's
things,
gonna
taking
late to stream
multivitamins.
today.
I mean, this helped get
He's
my
gonna be
life
late
turned
to
around
stream
because
because
I
he's
was in a
watching
bad
these dudes.
spot heading
Just watch.
nowhere.
The pun is intended for this fight. This is redemption. If you walk away with the win, Wings, what do? What's next? What changes in your life?
How long has this been going on
I
for?
don't really know about that answer.
20
I'll
minutes?
take it to Boogie. Same question.
What changes in my life? No changes. I keep getting better.
Nothing,
I keep
he's still
getting
fat.
Stronger. I keep doing my job. I keep entertaining people.
Do you invest in
That's what I
So
do.
nothing changes.
Shut the fuck up.
Do you invest more in
I've been on the
cryptocurrency?
path. I've been on the
Oh,
path
man,
since I've
these
been on
dudes are
YouTube
great.
In 2006, my first video was me eating French fries. I have lost 200 pounds. I've gotten my mobility back. I've entertained millions of people, 4 million subscribers, and that just number is going to keep going up. I'm going to keep
You're a
doing
50-year-old
everything I
man
can
with Pac-Man
to
on your
live the
pocket.
best life I can. Nothing changes. I'm already on that path like a fucking bullet, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, May 13th.
Hype him up, Keemstar. Hype him up.
These fights will be streamed
Hype
for
him up.
absolutely free.
He should
over
double
on
the purse.
Misfit Boxing
Double the
YouTube
reward.
channel, starting
Make it
at
20
5 p.m.
grand.
local time, noon Eastern.
1,000 grand. A million grand.
Dude, some of these fights are legendary. Like, have you guys ever seen a
Bro,
fight
who is
like
this guy?
I mean, come on. let's
Pack
have it.
God?
This is
Pack Cod? I have no idea. But he doesn't even have a name tag, so he's definitely super relevant. He has to make his own name tag.
If you could get up here and do a face-to-face with Wings.
He got a name tag made out of paper.
We got
They just left. What? Where are they going? Come on, you guys. You're supposed to fight.
There was a race to the center. Wings won that.
Oh. Let's go. Is the stage hard enough? Is it gonna hold him up?
Oh, this is
Imagine they
tense.
fall
Here we
through the
go.
stage. Now we need to have a face-off, the standoff. They gonna kiss? What?
You're a big man. You're a big man.
Bro, this shit is so fake. It's like the fakest beef I've seen.
Do not make it.
Are they fighting over a bowl of chili? He did his best Triple H impression, dude. He's so good. Ah, god damn it. They should just start making out.
Oh my
Pull out the baby oil, come on.
Every day.
Flex on him.
I have actual fans out there. You know who watches you? People watch you to laugh. That's who watches you.
Oh, ironic. That's ironic.
Where are the sponsors at?
Huh? I don't need him, Jordan.
And Keemstar in the background, a little bit out of focus. He's laughing.
I don't need a spot.
Ha ha ha. This all is going according to plan.
Get him out of there, Boogie. We're gonna get him out of there.
Get him out of
Ladies and
there.
gentlemen, Boogie 2988 versus Wings of Redemption. It's going to be streamed right on this channel. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming out.
And be on this channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. So let's watch the beginning of this. I guess that's it. They're gonna leave, or is somebody else gonna talk about stuff? Gonna be, I don't know, someone from FaZe Clan versus some guy who probably plays League of Legends or something. Okay, so this is over. Let's rewind from the beginning and let's give a quick too long didn't read of yesterday. So Keemstar, yeah, let's go on the Twitter machine, the fake Twitter, and look up Keemstar. So Keemstar confirmed, not confirmed, but I guess announced or tweeted that he's having an interview with quote-unquote friends and family of DSP. Yeah, look at this. Let's read through this. I have set up interviews with DSP family and friends. We are going to get to the bottom of this. Apparently, unlike him, they like money. Outstanding. And then we have a follow-up. Keep in mind, DSP totally unprovoked talked ill about me when I was retiring. I barely even knew him, and he doesn't know me. After that, he was hurting for money, so I offered him 50K for a podcast job. And he disrespected me again. After that, I had a peaceful chat with him on the Side Scrollers podcast that settled the beef. After that, 24 hours later, he was talking smack about me again. After that, he tried to steal my podcast idea. So I don't want to hear that I'm harassing him. I'm simply responding.
That's why he's the GOAT!
And yeah, that was it basically. So I'm curious if he's gonna talk about it today on the pre-stream, have a big like paranoia drama segment. I think he won't. I actually think he won't. I think he's gonna shrug it off. Because I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure DSP doesn't know who Keemstar has arranged an interview with. I'm pretty sure he might try and find out. But I'm thinking he might be a little bit rattled because he's thinking about, oh, who is this guy reaching out to? And it happened on his day off as well. So that's gonna be awesome. So let's get to the part where they start talking shit about each other or something, because now we have some random dudes that I don't know about. Let's get to the actual main event, you guys, the cool part.
6. His opponent, Wings of Redemption, started in 2008.
And there we go.
These guys have been around for over a decade and now are coming out to do something a little different. The entire world said that this fight could never happen, and that's why I set it up. That's why I tried to make it happen. There was so much against both of you going into this. The entire internet said, Wings, you never get on a plane. He did get on a plane. He is
Yeah,
here.
he got on a plane,
The
you guys.
entire internet said
He broke the internet and almost broke the plane.
he did that, and he is also here. Boogie.
Yeah, they said Boogie would never have realistic teeth, and they were right.
Yeah, round of applause.
Round of applause, everybody. Godlike.
This is 800 pounds in one
You
ring.
ain't got the answer, Sway.
Boogie, why did you decide to do something different with your career and take on a fight like this?
Because he's broke and desperate.
Thank you for
Next
taking on this
question.
1v1. I know you're not a big fan of him. Thanks for coming out of retirement to do that.
I mean, you say this, but I've never backed down from a 1v1.
Okay.
Never back down.
All right, but what?
He just lost a bunch of them.
Honestly, I kind of needed the money. If I had not done this fight, I might have ended up living in my car. But at least you and I would both have houses. with
Okay, so
wheels
my
on it,
answer
so we
was
had that
correct.
common.
He's broke and desperate, so there we go.
You know,
At least my house is paid for, but
but I'll be honest with you, man. Keemstar reached out to me not too long ago, and he's like, dude, let me pay you to get fit. Let me pay you to change your life. Let me pay you to get your ass out of your rut of misery that you created for yourself. And I took him up on the opportunity, man. And it's taken 6 years after my bypass surgery to get to this point. It's taken, I cannot tell you how much therapy, how many psychedelics. Like, I've gone through hell to get to this point. And I will say, here's the thing that Jordy's really got to deal with, okay?
Obesity?
He might win by decision, but there's no way he's putting me on my ass. I can promise you that. I've taken worse beatings when I was 8.
Oh, and again, bruh, it's like, if you were to play a drinking game and drink every time Boogie brings up being abused as a child, you would have whatever mystery disease DSP has. God damn it. This is like his one card that he always pulls out.
Just give you a beating today.
You think your life was bad? I got abused as a child. And everybody claps.
Get to the end of the rack.
Except this time they actually did.
This
time they actually did.
Going to this fight, you got the height on me, you got the reach on me, you got the age on me, you got everything else. But I win by being here. Do you understand that? I win by being here. You already lost. This is your last chance. Just like
you just said the last hurrah.
To ride my coattails, you get to ride them one last time, man. You know, your career ended because you refused to go on a camping trip, and soon you're going to be living in a fucking tent.
Wings, are you going to take this? I mean, it's a lot from Boogie, but the internet...
Oh, yo, we got a drama post in chat from DSP. Hold on, let's derail this stream. Welcome all. Reminder that DSP Gaming is a drama-free zone, and we are here to chill, interact, and enjoy gaming. Leave the nonsense at the door, and let's enjoy a new week of fun.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
He thinks he got the answers.
And most people think you have an edge.
And this is pinned in chat.
How does
so he knows, he already knows. And this is like his second message in chat. He said good morning everyone, and then the next one was like a copy pasta. You should actually copy this and paste it in his chat. Just copy paste his message in chat. Make sure everybody knows that this is a non-drama stream.
Change your fight. Are you really gonna take him down round 1?
Oh yeah, and it doesn't say a new week of fun. It says a new week faux fun. He's talking that mean streets of Connecticut language.
It's so pathetic that he tried to steal a gnome light bulb.
Tried to steal his fucking idea, dude. Come on.
This fight will end in a tie as they do DX crotch chops at the audience.
I hope so. I hope so.
Try to get him out.
I really hope so.
Like honestly, he's got bad knees, he's got no hips, he's got no movement. Like honestly, I've seen a flight of stairs today almost take this man completely out.
I wake up in more pain than you're gonna put me through. Do you understand?
Oh, this was actually like super short because I started the stream around this time, so they shit talked each other for like unironically 5 minutes.
Wake up in more pain
you
every single day.
Blunt force trauma, my man.
Yeah.
Boogie, you had mentioned to me in a Twitter space, you said, you know, you're a nice guy, you don't like beefing with people normally, but when it comes to Wings, you know, that's someone you could really slap around and punch him hard in the head. What makes it about Wings that you don't like him, that you're ready to get in the ring and really do some damage?
Man, I'll
he's
just be
fat.
honest with you, I'm done treating him like a person. He's just an obstacle in between.
I'm done treating him like a person. That's me when I start streaming about DSP.
What I need to do.
An obstacle?
He's not a
I
person.
see you busting down sweating, getting interviews over there. What
Yeah,
are you
I'm
talking
good
about,
at
an
sweating,
obstacle?
fool. I'm good at sweating, okay? I flew 20 hours. I got off a plane. I came here.
You act like I
I'm
didn't do
still
the same
moving.
shit.
Who's gonna have a heart attack first, Wings or Boogie?
I don't know, man. I think it might be a split decision. Or they might both last it until the end of the match.
I was in a
Because of the adrenaline.
wheelchair 6 years ago, Jordy. I was in a wheelchair.
Big
all
ups
right? I
Corruption
stood through 2
Point,
hours
Black
of
Mage,
interviews.
and Soren.
That's pretty goddamn good.
Oh my lord, you were in a
Oh, my
wheelchair.
lord.
You're gonna be in a wheelchair Sunday. It doesn't matter. You just.
You know, I destroyed my wheelchair to make sure that I didn't need it. A lot of people said I should donate it. I know who's going to need it
The
come
airport
Sunday,
has that
Jordy.
little wheelie thing that they can push you along. You just gotta tip them.
This is the cringiest wrestling
You're a
promo
joke.
I've
You're a
ever
joke.
seen.
A lot of people come.
Shit
tuning
is so
into this, you know,
cringe.
to laugh. All right. There's one person to laugh at. There's actually one lolcow here. I'm YouTube royalty. You are
He's
YouTube,
YouTube
never
royalty.
was. I might be a has-been. You never were, brother.
You know, it's funny because you
That's one thing he's right about. He's at least a has-been. At least, but he's not royalty.
money, and we sit here today, and you're penniless.
The only thing he has close to royalty is that he's inbred.
You're taking a fight against a man that's 15 years.
But so is Wings.
You have
So
no chance
I don't
against
know.
me.
I'm not gonna fight with a man who's 15 years younger.
Yeah, all
because I
you
ain't
do is get
afraid
bad
of you.
advice and
I ain't
accept it.
afraid
You
of
eat it
you.
like milk.
You can't do anything to me. My mom didn't do to me when I was 8.
And again, there we go.
Wings.
Hit him with
what did you
that
have to do to
child
prepare for
abuse.
this
Hit
fight?
him.
'Cause,
We've never
you know,
heard this before, Boogie. Say the line. My mom abused me as a kid. Yeah!
Even though you think it's going to be easy, you haven't been training like it's
He
going to
said
be
the
easy.
thing,
You've
you
been putting
guys.
a
He
lot
said
of
it.
work and effort in. Can you talk about that?
Well, like there's always a puncher's chance in any kind of boxing match. You could make one mistake and momentum can take over and you can get put lights out. I didn't want to get embarrassed, and I was in terrible shape when I took this fight, and only had like 6 weeks. To
You're
actually
still
get
in
ready.
terrible shape.
And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm a boxer in any shape or form, but I dropped 36 pounds. I basically
Well, he's in a pretty decent shape if the shape he's going for is a circle.
increased my cardio. I've walked
I guess.
21 miles since I've been here in London. I've been trying to stay on top of everything. I've kicked soda for the most part. I've been watching my things, taking multivitamins. I mean, this helped get my life turned around because I was in a bad spot heading nowhere.
The pun is intended for this fight. This is redemption. If you walk away with a win, Wings, what do you do? What's next? What changes in your life?
Oh, shit. I don't really know about that answer.
I'll take it to Boogie. Same question.
And they literally got asked one question and they both didn't have an answer.
My life.
Dig up Mean
no
Gene
change.
for this hot promo, dude.
Oh yeah, dude, Mean Gene would make this actually fun, and he would ask them cool questions.
Changes. I keep getting better. I keep
Nothing
getting
would change.
stronger.
They would get $10,000 richer, and they would have the experience of going to London, which is still a lot more than what DSP is gonna get. Because yeah, he's not gonna get shit. Meanwhile, I'm gonna put this disclaimer on the screen so you know this is not a drama stream. That's a drama-free zone.
Doing my job, I keep entertaining people.
As in, you get free drama. That's what he actually means.
That's what I keep doing. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Do you invest more in
I've been on the
cryptocurrency?
path. I've been on
Yeah,
the
he's
path
completely
since I've been
gonna
on
ghost the
YouTube.
drama today. And like 2
2006.
weeks from now, you're gonna see him crying about it.
My first video was me eating French fries. I have lost 200 pounds. I've gotten my mobility back. I've entertained millions of people, 4 million subscribers, and that just number is going to keep going up. I'm going
4
to keep
million
doing everything
ballers.
I
Man with
can
Pac-Man
to live the
pocket.
best life I can. Nothing changes. I'm already on that path like a fucking bullet, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, May 13th, the prelims. All 4 of these fights will be streamed for absolutely free over on.
It's kind of the thing I don't get though. If nothing changes after the fight, then how am I convinced that this fight is in any way important or worth my time? It's almost like it's just a clown show circus. It's almost like that's all it's supposed to be.
Boxing YouTube channel starting at 5 p.m. local time, noon Eastern. I'm excited. Pat God, final
5 p.m.
thoughts on
local
this?
time. That's pretty good.
Some of these fights are legendary.
gonna be
Like,
watching
have you guys
that.
ever seen a fight like this? I mean, come on, let's hear it for
Big ups Pack God, the Mr. A paper name tag.
This is history right here.
Finally happening. Boogie, to end this thing out, if you could get up here, do a face-to-face with Wings.
We got security ready? Hold on. He ain't going by himself now.
So DSP went to the bathroom now, and he's gonna be back like 10 minutes from now.
Wings won that.
Just watch. Yeah, this is the face-off. This is the fakest face-off ever. Oh man.
Oh, this is tense. Here we go.
Did you drink it? Did you drink it? Did you drink my Mountain Dew? What?
Did you drink my Mountain Dew?
You're a big man. You're a big man. Oh. Son, do not. Do not. Okay?
Yeah, take a sip. This is a good shot though. This is a good shot. With Keemstar in the back smiling. This one. This is gonna be in a documentary someday. Not a real documentary, maybe like a YouTube documentary. But it's gonna be in a documentary. Keemstar is staying in the back smiling like he's the devil. Like the actual devil.
Starts off.
You deserve.
Starts
You
off.
deserve the phrase like
Flex
that.
on him.
You know that?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Every day.
Flex on him.
I have actual
Flex on him.
people watch you to laugh. That's who watches you. I have actual fans of this.
I have actual fans.
Where the sponsors at?
Huh? I don't need them, Jordy. I don't live in a fucking trailer. I don't live in a fucking trailer. I don't need a sponsor.
But Boogie, you had a fucking video e-begging for money, my guy, and you said you lost all your money. This is not really a flex. You can't even flex on fucking wings, bruh. Come on, man.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
We're gonna get him out of there.
Ladies
got
and
the answers.
gentlemen, Boogie 2988 versus Wings of Redemption.
Yeah. Let's see the other dudes getting hyped. I don't know who else was talking.
Cringy. This is like having a like 8-year-old kid. Like I don't know. Like
Are you gonna
I can only feel bad for him because like he's doing this because you know obviously he needs to blow up. He's a small content creator, or whatever. But like he's gonna get knocked out. So the only thing he has going.
Oh,
for him
yo,
is
what the fuck? This kid is there. He's everywhere, dude. I can't stop seeing this dude. It's the dude who gave a shout out to his Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Holy shit.
Let me make some content. Let me.
Why
make
the fuck is he there? Look at, he has 2 chains on.
people laugh. Nobody's laughing.
Oh, is he gonna fight somebody?
Your content sucks.
Is a bitch.
Your shit is trash. Like look
Alright,
at this, nigga, bro. He's so corny, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Umber.
so corny. You're so shut the fuck up, bro. Speak
Bro, like-
English.
like,
You're so
like, bro,
corny.
like-
Okay, this is embarrassing. Just fight already. What the fuck is this? These like TikTok dudes? Do they make like TikTok dancing videos? What?
I want 6 weeks, mate. I want 6 weeks.
Why is this dude clowning so
2
hard?
years, whatever you want, bro. I don't care. Yeah, whenever you want. What about Josh Bruckner, mate? You dodged him. You're really fucking serious about this. You fucking pussied out. You have no heart.
You're such a bitch. You have to comment on other people's business. You have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. You have no idea. You're just talking shit. No, you don't know anything.
Dude, DSP is the only thing missing there.
I know that you dodged him.
You know nothing.
God damn it.
The
This dude is clowning in the back.
myself to you, bro. You're a bitch. You can't.
You're a bitch, bro. You're a bitch. I got more views, dude.
Go back to your fucking computer and go play games.
I got more subscribers, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm gonna eat your ass, mate.
fireworks between these two. It's basically like a tag team
You're a
over here.
fucking
He's
Twitch
gonna
streamer,
tag
bro.
his
Go
brother.
fucking touch the keyboard and go jack off or something, bro.
What?
For our next fight,
Go
of the
touch the
evening, this is
keyboard
an
and jack
exciting
off,
one.
mate.
You know,
This is great. This is great. This is content.
Yesterday.
I love this.
They chose the worst bloke to do.
So let's start from the actual beginning. Obviously, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. Dave is gonna be back
I know you as a person
anytime
who has
now.
absolutely no fear.
Anytime
The first
now, I
time we
promise.
hung out in real life, you rode in a shopping cart down the Hollywood Hills in front of FaZe Bank's house. I know you have no fear, but other than having no fear, why are you doing this fight?
Just runs in the blood, mate. That's him over there, my dad. He's been coaching and mentoring me, and I'm fucking keen to get in there. So,
Can you talk to us about some of the stuff going into this fight that you've had to prepare for, that you've had to change in your lifestyle?
yeah, just getting out of the house for one, because I stream all the time. Yeah, I've had to put all the hard work in and get the cardio up. I used to do Muay Thai back like 4 years
All
ago.
right, thanks. Thanks for watching, mate. Let's get to the next guy.
Even in this fight, there were many hiccups.
Why are they all chewing
Are you
gum?
excited to finally get the chance to show
Bro,
the Misfit
we're
world?
about
what
to
you
talk
got?
on a microphone.
I'm so excited. I mean, it's been a long time coming. You know, like about 2 years. That's when the first opportunity
Who
I had.
is-
So it's been a long time coming. I have a lot to
Who's
prove.
doing these
I've been
fucking
training very,
sounds
very
on the microphone, dude?
hard. So I'm excited to show my skills.
I swear you're cursed. Your first
Somebody
opponent
trolling?
in this, backed out right away.
Oh yeah, it's the dude in the back.
Archie stepped up to the plate with, I believe, 2 weeks' notice. But Archie has a sad update about his involvement in this fight. Go ahead, Archie.
Yeah, so I heard back from my brain scan yesterday.
Okay.
They chose
Was it
the worst
negative?
bloke to deliver the
No
news.
brain detected.
And he made me think that my brain scan looked like a doner kebab. But in actual fact, I just have a tiny thing wrong. Nothing too serious. For a while, I did think I was absolutely fucked. But yeah, the sad news is I cannot fight today. I need more scans.
All right.
And,
The same size, so I'm not worried about it. So I don't know. I feel like you're just putting up for like a sacrificial lamb at this point, and I don't know.
Listen.
I feel like a sacrificial lamb.
Listen.
Watching this shit.
Listen.
I feel like I'm about to die
This
from
man is
cringe.
not who he says he is.
Nobody's gonna say.
I'm gonna be sacrificed to the cringe gods.
Sorry.
As soon as you pass your
Like these dudes, instead of doing this, they should just do like in wrestling and cut a pre-recorded and pre-edited wrestling promo and do something creative and interesting and not just do this like fake boxing shit live. It's just so embarrassing because they're entertainers. They should know how to do like a pre-recorded 2-minute long hype video, and that's it. That's all they gotta do.
Hands your neck,
mate. Listen.
Mate, listen, I will suck your cock, mate. I will eat your ass.
Keep telling yourself that, bro.
It was fucking shit. This bloke cannot box to save his
You
life.
got saved.
Mate, it
by
was
some
so
London
bad.
doctor.
It was so bad.
You got saved by some London doctor, bro.
You got knocked out.
Know that much. You got saved.
You got knocked out in the first round.
Who got knocked out?
Nothing, mate.
Who got knocked out?
Listen, this man claims he's serious about boxing.
Oh, I'm so
He's trained for 2 years.
Bro, this dude, didn't he just say he can't box because he got like a concussion or something? And he's sitting here shit talking the other dude who's about to box.
You'll see how serious I am. You'll see how serious.
Yeah,
Your brother's
Listen, you're terrible at boxing, mate. Listen.
2 years. He's trained for 2 years.
Listen, mate.
He's always
looks like he trained how to chew gum because he's really elite at it. He's really good.
opportunities. But what did he do at his first
He's like a
opportunity?
pro.
I've got him here.
By the way, DSP is still gone. He went to take a piss like 10 minutes ago.
Here's a little present for Louis going into his fight. I just want to let you boys
And this
know
dude
he's
in the back, he's just like, he's just clowning and being embarrassing.
You're so worried about another man's business, bro.
I got it in a large
Bro,
size so it fits over his head.
Bro, you got a big ass head, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. You got a big ass head.
Listen.
And these guys are still way more human than DSP.
Yeah, I mean, of course they are, of course. And DSP, he's in a league of his own. That's why he's on level 1.
Is fucking fit. He's strong.
Here goes J-Dog.
Bro, it's boxing. Cool.
Listen, mate, you boys should see this man on Instagram. It's all just Instagram boxing.
Yeah, I think DSP might have watched the press conference to watch for mentions of himself. Let's see if somebody fucking dissed me, these fucking idiots. They should have.
Yeah.
Keemstar should have said, oh, by the way, fuck DSP. Just because.
His name is Canon King.
He does musicals.
He's an actor. He's a PT. And my brother.
And of course, DSP is back, and he says, "Let me update that Nightbot schedule."
Hey,
there you go.
So obviously, you know your brother better.
And
than
he's
anybody
already
else
like
here.
10 minutes late.
Looking at him, looking at what he's been doing in the past couple of days, do you see him as a real threat to Nestor? Do you really think he has what it takes to get in the ring and do some damage?
Be honest.
Listen. Yes, absolutely, mate. Me and my
He
brother
had to
from a
go
young
take a diabetes pee.
He might have, but I think he's just slacking because he's been doing this for a long time now.
age grew up fighting, grew up boxing, judo, everything.
He's just slacking.
He's fit, he's fast, he's strong. And you say a couple
He went around the house to pet Jasper and to look at Kat and see what game she's playing. He's a master of literally just fucking around, not getting anything done.
We managed to get this together last.
And I've met people in real life like that. They're obnoxious as fuck. Like the meandering people are my least favorite kind of people.
Right. So I got a message from Keem yesterday saying I got horrible news, and your brain's damaged and your scan won't pass.
Oh, okay. So at least this guy has an excuse to why it's so cringe. Let's see this other dude. What is he saying and who is he hyping up against?
Bear stepping up at the last minute after a visa issue.
My name is Unbear.
Unbear.
Corin, how do you see this one playing out? You've got more time working.
How do I see this going down?
Yeah, how do you see it playing out?
I mean, basically, like, this nigga knows.
Basically, like,
so he's only here for the
content.
content. This nigga fucking sucks.
They're just insulting each other at this point. Oh, shut the fuck up, you stupid, ugly.
Around what you is gonna do. You might as well make good content. You're in here with a fake mustache, wrinkly ass fucking suit. Like, you could have your fucking feet on the table, nigga. Have some class, bro. Have some class, nigga. Act like you been here suck, bro.
Oh, this dude, like, this dude is so fucking obnoxious, dude. He's actually the worst one, because he tries so hard. He's doing the most. So obnoxious.
You're wearing a bandana, you're wearing a scarf.
God damn.
So fucking big. You're an ugly fuck, bro.
Take off your bro. Shut your ass up, like, bro.
He's not even trying to like roast the other guy. He's just like being cringe. God damn.
You know your barber does your haircut from the back.
Hey, Keemstar, next time you set some shit up, like, bro, make sure the nigga actually funny, cause oh my god, this nigga's been the corniest nigga here. My name is.
I agree.
I'm calling you corny. You corny as fuck, nigga.
When was the last time?
Corny as hell, nigga. Shut your ass up.
Yeah, I know. DSP's about to start.
For the content, you know you're gonna lose. Make the content good.
My content's good. Where's
the only thing you're gonna be known for after
Where's your content?
Nigga that got
Welcome back. On today's Level 1 podcast, we got a lot to get caught up on after my day off yesterday.
Oh, we're gonna get fake DS positive.
Positive updates and more.
I was thinking this would happen.
Just a sec.
I was thinking this would happen. We're gonna get the fake DS positive. We're gonna get because he knows drama is going on and the trolls are gonna expect him to talk about drama, so he's gonna do literally the opposite. It's gonna be a swerve. Not even a bait and switch, it's gonna be a swerve. He's gonna be the most positive, chill, interactive person today. And randomly have like a meltdown over some news about Nintendo or something. He's gonna get super toxic.
Alrighty, welcome everyone. Today is Thursday, May 11th, 2023. Indeed, I am Darkside Phil, and I welcome you here to the Level 1 podcast. I hope that everyone had a great and safe day yesterday. It was my day off from streaming, and therefore, of course, naturally, a million things had to happen because I had my day off, which always tends to happen for whatever reason. It doesn't seem like what day I actually have off, all right? It just seems to me that no matter
this super chat's getting linked. Yep.
A bunch of stuff that happens when I'm not here, and that's all good because when I come back, guess what? I can get caught up. So I hope that you're all excited and you're ready for fun.
He is so
today,
positive.
We've got quite a lot of stuff to talk about, including
that was
a bunch of game news and rumors that hit
a troll.
when I wasn't here. We've also got some very positive updates on some lingering and
everything's going to be
issues,
literally the most
exciting.
positive thing ever.
So I hope that you guys are ready. I'm ready for the fun this week. I mean, we've got some cool stuff, man. We got a brand new game coming out tomorrow, ongoing playthroughs that are kind of heading into the home stretch. So this is going to be a pretty fun week, and as long as nothing goes wrong and as nothing, nothing screws up the plans or the schedule, I should be here all week long, full-time streaming. There shouldn't be any missed streams.
Full-time streaming, yeah.
So let's hope for the best. We are heading into high gear here as we get further into the month with games and excitement and all of that.
This is already incredibly positive. I can't handle all this positivity.
Let's start at the beginning, shall we? So last week was very exciting because last week we did a lot of stuff.
Are we gonna do a recap of last week?
A lot of reacting, a lot of interesting new things.
This is not the beginning.
For the Zelda
the beginning is
kind of
the day
announcement and all of that, and it was a good one. So if you didn't get a chance to get caught up on all that stuff from last week, by all means, here on DSP Gaming, we had tons of gameplay, including Elden Ring, actually getting a good tear back in the Jedi Survivor, the continuation of Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster, excuse me.
I think the copyright strikes are gone. I think they went along. They went away today. I'm pretty sure.
Which is the Internet Weekly Show, and like I said,
I'm actually not pretty sure. I just think so.
So good stuff there, and now it is time to head into another week with fun and great new releases.
Fun and great.
I am pumped. Now you might say, well, what did Phil do yesterday? Well, yesterday was either going to be an incredibly over-the-top busy day with tons of stuff. My wife and I kind of running around and doing stuff, or it was going to end up being
who's he banning now? Oh yeah, somebody went away.
Doing kind of errands and having a more chill
I think
day.
it's somebody who mentioned Keemstar or something. I didn't see.
Our decision was actually based on an interesting fact. We actually have a special event coming up on May 21st. For those who don't know, all right, May 21st is going to be
the Feet and Feist?
DSP's Fight and Feast Marathon.
Yeah.
It's 1 week from this Sunday. It's a way to get back into competitive fighting games in a fun way, playing classic games, but also balancing that off
The
with
Gout and
some other
Snout
chill and fun stuff
event.
like tier maker
Fantastic.
rankings, food, and other stuff.
And
Now,
of course,
during
he
this
owns
event,
the meme
my
by
wife is going
using
to make
that
several
picture.
recipes out of the Street Fighter cookbook.
Ah, this is
all right?
embarrassing.
And we were looking at some of these recipes, and as we were looking at them, we're like, some of these need some unique ingredients. Some of them seemed that they would need us to go to like a special market to get the ingredients. And so looking at that, we were like, well, here's the thing. 1 week, we definitely want to relax. And 1 week, we want to go out and do stuff, right? So thinking about it, like, well, if we're going to be making these recipes, you know, on or before the 21st, we want obviously that stuff to be fresh. So if we're going to be doing that, we should shop for the ingredients that week. So that way we have them to make those recipes with, you see? So we were thinking, hey, if we went out this week and did a whole bunch of stuff and went to markets and grabbed all the ingredients, well, some of the stuff might not be as fresh. So we're like, you know what, we'll hold off. So we did. We ended up basically having a day where I had to do a whole bunch of errands and the like. I have a little short story to tell you that I thought was quite hilarious, although I don't know realistically what really happened.
to
Okay,
ignore like this,
so
but wants to
yesterday I had to
compliment.
go to the garbage dump. All right, and I do this. I would say I go maybe
Hey
every
man,
few
what
months.
plugin
It's
do you
not
use to
often.
show the EQ
But what
slash
happens is we
bars
have
for
some
your
trash that
voice?
accumulates. I've said ever since I moved here to Washington State, this state is considered.
I
get
use
this,
what is called
a green state.
what was it actually
Okay?
called?
What that means is that there's a lot of stuff
Waveform
here that's very
visualizer
different
for
from other
OBS.
places. For example, when I lived in Connecticut, if you have trash, you take it out.
You
to the
can
dumpster,
send me a
and the
DM
garbage
somewhere and
company will
I'll
come pick
send
it
you a
up,
link.
You know, once, twice a week, whatever it is.
And
you know,
big
once
ups
every other
Vike.
week. But there's an area.
He tries to ignore it like this,
Here,
but
they
wants to
don't have
gobble
that.
the bait. He's gonna
Here, I'm not
eventually
joking.
end up gobbling the
They allow
bait.
you to have 1 can of trash every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yes, 1 can of trash every 2 weeks.
Okay. They
That
don't
is
have.
really annoying, all
not
right?
everybody
Especially
has
if
a
you have
million
pets like
pizza boxes and
Jasper.
takeout
We
food
change the litter
boxes.
box at least a couple times a week. That accumulates. You know, that's half of a garbage bag right there. And you don't want that sitting around the house. You know what I mean? But there's other stuff, you know, to clean the house or whatever. And every once in a while, you're gonna end up having more garbage than stuff. Well, and what it is they actually want us to be so green out here. They want you to separate all your trash. I'm not kidding. This is what they want you to do. 1 can for just recyclables. So that would be, you know, cardboard, plastic,
Bro,
etc.
you
That
put
isn't
yourself
that
in
big of
this
a deal.
gated
And once you
community.
get
How
used
is
to
this
swing that,
anybody else's
you know,
business?
no big
Why
deal.
should I feel bad for you?
But then they want you to have.
You decided to
where
live
you
this
literally
baller
take
lifestyle.
All of your food scraps, and you're supposed to either put them down a food disposal in your sink, which we have, or you're actually supposed to separate that out and put it into a separate can that then goes into what they call composting. But
Okay.
there's all these incredibly strict requirements of what could be and
Why did this get an air quote?
And it can't
Is it a
have any kind of
made-up
thing
term?
mixed in with it. It's
They
basically
just
a
call
pain
it
in the
like
ass,
that.
all right? And then you have your actual can of trash, which is supposed to be everything else. You know,
Bro,
soiled paper products.
You don't even have any kids, man. It's just you and your wife and your cat. It's really not that hard to separate your trash for 2 people.
So all that stuff, right?
It's 2 people.
Here's the thing.
Come on, bruh.
If it wasn't a big deal, like if it was easy to do, if they made it easy to do, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't care. The problem is the criteria are so strict that if you do it wrong, you get yelled at, you get in trouble. We
You
have a
get yelled
compost
at.
bin at the end of the street, and there's been several times, and it wasn't actually me or my family, but there's been several times since I've lived here in the 10 years I've been here, that there's been angry, you know, messages going out.
Does
You
he not
guys
know
put
they
the
make a
wrong thing
scoop
in the
so you
compost
don't have
bin
to empty
again,
the
and yada,
entire
yada.
litter
It's
box?
like,
My
so it's
cat
super
doesn't make
strict.
5 gallons of waste a week.
Literally, that is right. And he
The
also
whole litter box. He sucks.
yes. And he also he buys the premium, the super premium litter for Jasper. So it's both expensive and a lot of garbage.
2 weeks. It's just crazy. You know what I mean? Like
You can see how positive he is. Literally, the first topic he talks about is a
to
rant.
see if they would make sense and how many people actually abide by them, right? That's a really good question. Anyway, the reason I bring this up is because I had to go to the garbage dump yesterday. Like I say, every
never
few
know
months, it's
just
usually
your
2 to 3
memes.
months, we have garbage.
Yeah.
I save stuff that's basically like not food to be thrown out in a group thing,
You
and I go
know,
to the garbage dump.
I
alright?
don't.
So I basically cleaned out
I don't
the
really
garage,
know what you
went
know.
to the garbage dump. Now I've
Okay.
got
We're at the
big-ass,
garbage dump
heavy
now.
bags of trash. This has cat litter and other heavy, dense shit in it. Okay, so it's
Okay.
heavy shit. This isn't like, oh, it's a bunch
Put
of
it on your
paper.
wife's back.
That's light. These are very heavy bags weighing down my car. So I go to the dump. Now here's how it works. Yes, you have to pay money. It's not free. Okay, you have to pay money to go to the garbage dump.
Okay.
Which is, I guess, fine.
We're gonna
So you
have a
pay,
fundraiser?
and you drive in, and it's this, like, how can I explain it? Like it's not a hole because it's actually like concrete, like a big, giant rectangular concrete area in the ground. And on the edges of it, they have these like ropes to stop people from walking in, because obviously you're not supposed to go in there. But what you do is you drive up, and there's all these parking spots, and you back in, and you take your bags or your trash, because people who are contractors and stuff, you know, they have jobs where they destroyed furniture and shit. What are you gonna do with that? You get rid of it at the dump. So all you do is you back up, and then you take your stuff and you throw it through the ropes or over the ropes into this big gully or whatever it is.
Throw it over the ropes. It's like it's a Royal Rumble.
These people will come and they'll control the machines. Big metal arm comes down. It'll push all the stuff around and crush it all together. And then eventually a truck comes and just grabs that giant container that's in the ground and drives away to actually go to the real garbage dump. This is essentially like a transfer station where you dump your stuff,
transfer station.
Okay? So I go,
oh man,
and,
these stories are
you know,
so exquisite.
I go to it and I'm looking, I'm like,
this is peak storytelling.
The entire thing is different. Now, I haven't been there in a few months. Like I said, probably I probably went.
When
like,
they changed the whole thing.
Probably the last time that I went to the dump. So it's been a while since I've been there.
Chat.
So
how do I navigate
go
the
in,
dump?
I'm like, this looks completely different.
Oh, they moved the cherry juice again.
Yellow metal wall blocking where you throw your trash.
What?
Now I'm 6 feet tall, and I would say this metal wall was probably up to chest level. So probably like maybe 4 to 5 feet tall.
Garbage
it was literally
today.
like up to right
I learned
here.
what composting is and how
Yo, this dude is trolling him in chat.
Plays video games.
And he got leaned in straight away. He's completely ghosting all kinds of drama today.
If you're short.
Yeah, you love when your favorite streamer talks about garbage drama, literal garbage.
Well, what is it, a gate? It is a gate, but it's padlocked shut. And you can't open it unless you find an employee who's not doing anything. And explain to them, hey, I've got a ridiculous amount of trash I need to throw out, and I can't just throw it over. Can you open the gate and supervise while I do this? So I'm looking all around, and I'm like, why would they have done this, right? And I'm looking all around, and I see these new signs that have never been there before. And they say, get this, warning, danger, stand back from the drop zone. Warning, fall danger imminent. And I'm looking, I'm like, you gotta be shitting me.
Why is he making it sound so stupid, man? He makes everything sound incredibly stupid.
Shit. And must have fallen into the fucking garbage.
Yeah, somebody like you.
And probably got hurt. They probably went in there and fell and broke a leg because it's all trash.
Oh, now he's gonna pretend like he cares about the person getting hurt. He just called him a fucking idiot.
Stabbed, right? Or impaled or something. So someone was basically completely not being responsible. Falls in and gets
shit
hurt.
on him.
Now, what are the chances they didn't
This whole story
sue
led to
the
him,
city, right?
What?
I guarantee you, if someone fell in there, they're probably suing. Now, I've been to this dump.
Bro, how is this a story?
2 or 3 times a year.
And now he's just making shit up.
3 years. Maybe 4.
He made it up that somebody fell, and then he made it up that they sued the city.
And that's when we started going to the dump. So probably
you don't have the answer, Sway.
You ain't got the answer, Sway. Not once have I ever gotten close to falling into this thing. And I've had giant ass heavy bags of trash. Not once. And the thing is, I've been going, this must not have been a frequent thing, or else it would have happened earlier. So you have to say one person, literally one person probably, being completely unsafe, slips in, gets hurt, and now they have to change the whole process. So now, to throw your trash, you either have to go find an employee and beg them to unlock the gate for you.
Thanks for 2 months membership as well.
You have to throw your trash over a wall that's a good 6 feet away, if not further, from the ditch. Now again, if you're having light-ass trash bags, oh, it's just a bunch of cleaning stuff for my house. But we have, heavy-ass things that have had, cat litter and other things that have accumulated. So these bags are heavy as fuck. All right, so I'm like, how am I going to do this? So I'm thinking, well, I'm not going to go running around looking, because there's no employees, by the way. Looking around, there's no one there. There's no employees there. It's empty. So you have to wait around to try to find someone. They probably have skeleton crew, like most places these days. So I'm like, well, I just got to figure out a way to kind of throw it over.
Well, the crews are all skeletons?
There's a stairwell made of metal.
That's progressive.
Up to one of those crane machines.
Skeleton representation matters.
So like, all right. So I grab my trash bag, and I walk up the stairwell.
Why is this a 10-minute segment? That's my only question. Why
to get
is
my
this a
bags
10-minute
into the
segment?
ditch, or else it wouldn't go. Like, I'd have to just jump it over the wall, and it would sit there and accumulate gross. Now, the thing is, I get the feeling
We have
that's what's gonna
slug
happen. You get a
in
busy day, do you really
re-roll.
think people are going to give two
This up.
fucking shits about throwing their stuff in the ditch? No. They're just going to say, oh, well, fuck you, and they're just going to dump it right over the wall and leave a giant pile of rotting shit there, and no one's going to care. So that's what's going to end up happening is this new system to protect the people who slip in is just going to make a giant, disgusting, festering mess. Well, yeah, I get what you asked for, I guess. I don't know what else to say, like...
They should make DSP president, unironically.
You know,
just make him
makes a
president,
mistake,
dude.
has an
And then
accident,
watch him make
now the
all
whole
these
system's gonna
excuses.
get broken, you know? And you could tell it was new because this wall did not look old.
Until it was
they probably added
new.
this wall in the last couple of weeks, and even the signs look
And
brand
this
new.
whole story is
You can
about
tell it's a
how
new
he
thing.
knows better than the people that made
I
this.
guess
It's so
we'll
fucking
see
obnoxious.
what happens, but it was pretty frustrating because here it is.
Why
So
is
here
it
I am. Now, you guys know I have a
frustrating?
bad back, right?
Because he has a bad back.
My back is, you know, had back injuries over
They
the years.
didn't
I told you
consider
recently, my
people who
upper
have
back's
bad
killing me.
backs, Phil. I'm
So here I
sorry.
am taking these giant bags of heavy trash, and instead of just being able to push them in like I used to be able to, now I gotta lift, and I'm literally throwing like this. Oh! I'm doing like giant arcing tosses of
Yeah.
heavy ass bags into this fucking ditch.
He was the
which I shouldn't
Kevin
be doing.
Durant of people
Alright?
with
It's
bad
fucking
backs
Stupid.
and dent heads. This is super positive. Let's get into
Anyway,
some other stuff.
Lazy, but
And
I
luckily,
had
I
to
didn't seem to
dispose
hurt
of the
myself.
trash
My back
equivalent
was
of a
all right, but I mean, that's luck.
six-person
It really
family for
is.
me
I
and
shouldn't be
Kat.
putting myself in
Obviously, it's their fault that he
When I
had
have
so
an
much
established
trash
back
and that
injury
his back
that
hurts.
re-injures itself every once in a while.
Their fault.
I've been having
They
issues
should
with
have
my upper
made
back.
the
It's just
dump
bullshit.
wheelchair
I guess I
accessible.
gotta deal with it now because some person slipped in and hurt themselves, and now everyone else, you know, has to now deal with the repercussions of that. Now that's modern human societies. Instead of actually like being reasonable, like saying,
But bro,
okay,
you just
danger,
made that scenario up.
throw out
You
your
don't
trash at
know
your own
anything that
risk,
happened.
and,
You
know,
just
warning
made it
if
up so you can
fall
be
in,
angry
it's not our
about it.
responsibility. Instead,
What?
have to build a giant fucking metal wall so no one can throw the trash out. Like,
Oh.
that makes more sense, doesn't it? Stupidity. Anyway,
Dump should hire ASP to streamline.
so that was the first
company.
thing I did. That
Oh
was
yeah,
super
right?
fun. And I did my
He did
usual
great at the
area, you know.
helicopter
Went to the
company.
pet
They should
store,
definitely
went
hire
to,
him. He's
grocery
ACE
shopping.
certified. Come
I had a
on.
few things to return at stores around the area and stuff. You know, various different things that I do on my day off. So it was a pretty busy day, kind of going all around. And, you know, normal. Came home. We actually cleaned the house yesterday.
Okay.
We decided.
Is that
since
why you're
I
so
was gonna
pissed
be,
off? You had to do
home and we
something?
weren't going out. That we should make use of the time, and we did a pretty thorough cleaning of the various different rooms, scrubbing floors, and you know, cleaning toilets. And I know, very exciting for my day off, right?
Okay, yeah,
for dinner,
you're
we
not
ended up
entitled
having,
to a relaxing day off. I'm
Chinese
sorry,
food.
that's something
Really good
as an
Chinese
adult you
restaurant we
should
ordered
know.
from. I got the exact same thing that you saw me eat months ago when I ordered Chinese food for one of my special marathons. It was called black pepper chicken. I love it. It just tastes so amazing. Savory and a little bit of spice and everything. Really good.
Robust.
My wife got Kung Pao chicken, which was very spicy. We didn't know it was going to be that spicy, and she's probably like, I'm never ordering that again. It was way too hot. We ended up
Tell
sharing.
him to make it less spicy next time, dumbass.
She ate the second half of mine. I had some of hers. I was like,
Yeah, dude, it's so exciting. I want to listen to it again. I'm probably gonna rewind the stream to hear it again.
You know,
I
we
was
ended
so
up kinda
hyped.
relaxing. We were watching
Big ups,
various playthroughs. We watched
Durkee
someone
for
actually
the
play
9
through
months,
the
dude.
entirety of The Last of Us Part 1 on PC, which has been a broken, horrible mess. They
And he
finally
got
finished
stream
it,
cucked again.
and
Such
it
a
was funny 'cause
positive
when they
day.
first started playing the game was full of bugs and issues. but I
Everything
guess
he
they
did on this
past
day
the
had
game
a
and it wasn't better
downside
now.
that made it
And
suck
we watched them play the whole
somehow.
second half without any real bugs. So seems like it was pretty good. It was interesting because this is a person who had never played the game before and didn't even know the ending. I was like, damn, 10 years later, someone actually doesn't know the ending to The Last of Us 1. It's interesting to see how they reacted. Pretty much how I did, like a philosophical discussion about like
Philosophical discussion. It's really not that philosophical.
And the Fireflies. So,
Yeah, it really isn't.
and then we relaxed a little more. You know, nothing too major. A pretty laid back.
Really not that
Next
deep.
week's gonna be
Sleep
way
in
more
my
busy.
mute last night. He's in a panic.
For sure.
He looks pretty rattled. That's all I'm gonna say. He looks like he's trying to.
Interesting stuff.
Like I said, the trolls are expecting massive drama, so he's gonna pretend like there's literally nothing happening.
So,
But you can see him swaying left and right, being fucking nervous, leaning people in chat.
Nothing too special. But of course, as I said, whenever I have a day off, a million things happen. There was a ton of gaming news going down, like out of nowhere, and some other positive updates that I'm about to reveal to you. Okay, so I hope that you guys
Positive
are ready to talk
updates.
about some interesting stuff that happened. I mean, there's a reason why I'm wearing this shirt today. in particular. Okay.
Oh yeah, they had like Mortal Kombat
so welcome,
announcement.
everyone. This is a 6-day streaming week for me, starting today and ending on Tuesday of next week.
Are we for real now getting a welcome everyone after actual 15 minutes, 20 minutes of the podcast? We're getting a welcome.
Any problems, which should be fine.
Awesome. We didn't even get an official Phil's Day Off soundbox segment.
Every day. Okay, well, obviously it's not all day every day. There's breaks and everything. But this is a pretty good schedule for this week. I feel like what we should do is go through the schedule, talk about what I'm doing this week, so that you guys are in the know about that. And then we'll talk a little bit more about long-term events going on this month. And then we will get into some very positive updates and game news. Okay? Sound good? I see many people are showing up. Very nice. Okay, let's get started. So today, we got a fun level 1 podcast, and when this show is done, we're going to switch over to Elden Ring. This is my second run in the game, the Glintstone Magic run. Last year, obviously, I played it as a
tell
new
us what a
release,
glass
and this year
cannon
I've
is.
really been enjoying going through
Are you
it
a
for,
glass cannon?
3 weeks or so as a Glintstone Sorcerer. Very different run. You're essentially a glass cannon.
There we go.
You die almost instantly
Every single day. Every single
But
day.
you're very powerful as long as you use
Oh,
the
you're
right build,
powerful,
which I
but you
have,
die
which you guys have been
fast.
guiding
Is
me
this what
to
a
do the
glass
right thing
cannon
to
means? Can
build.
you repeat that
And
again for the people in the
I've been having a
back?
really good time in the game. We're actually currently in the capital city, or Imperial City. And we're about to head to the second half of it to clear it out. But also we got to go back and unlock the underground sewer area, because that's the optional dungeon in the Imperial City. Obviously, I want to be able to do that at some point, go fight the first version of Moog. So today we'll likely try to finish the Imperial City.
Is it called
like
the
second
Imperial
half,
City?
because that really opens up
like
the next half of the game.
It's only him that I've heard calling it the
Then when we do that,
Imperial
we'll probably
City.
end up going back and
They
doing
usually
some
call it the
optional stuff, like
capital.
either Deep Root Depths or the Astal River,
Or like Lanedale, or whatever its name is. The Imperial City. What is this, fucking Star Wars?
Tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. It's the continuation of Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster.
Oh yeah,
We've made great
Imperial
strides
Cities
in the
from
game. We're now
Oblivion.
firmly into the second half
This dude
of the
is
game.
tripping.
Really
And nobody
enjoying the
called
run
him
so
out in
far, and you
chat
guys
because
have
they're
been a
not
great
paying
interactive
attention.
audience. It's my
They're
first
here
time
just
I've
to put
ever
something
played
in the
this on
background.
YouTube. I've
They don't
played this
even
game
give a
in the
fuck.
past.
Literally, the trolls
but
are
I've
the only
certainly
people
not,
who actually pay
done
attention to
anything
whatever he's
interactive
saying.
or done any
Nobody else gives a
public
fuck.
for you guys, which I've really been enjoying. So I hope you guys will jump.
And he tells you how awesome this is and how much you love it, and you're just sitting there jerking off in the background.
Of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So one of the news stories that obviously I should talk about is that this morning all the early reviews released for the game, and every major news outlet, and I'll emphasize that, every major news outlet,
giving it 10s,
all the big high-profile
20s,
media,
40s,
not individual gamers, but the big media are essentially saying it's a 10 out of 10.
Oh, and he
better
already
than the
hates it.
first one.
He's gonna hate
It's
the
such
shit
an
out of it.
amazing, robust, groundbreaking gameplay experience that never feels boring and always is refreshing and interesting.
Why are you sucking their dick when they said Dead Island was mid though? Then you listened to
This is
them.
very reminiscent.
Now they're like, oh my god, it's a 10.
Back in 2017.
They're fucking lying.
In 2017, every game journalist literally got down on their knees and kissed the ass of Breath of the Wild. Like literally right on Link's butt cheeks. They started kissing. It's disgusting because Link he's out there fighting, you know, all kinds of shit. Octoroks and fucking Ganon and shit. His ass is very sweaty. But they're down and they're basically kicking his butt. Like, what are you doing, man? What are you kissing him for? I just don't get it because here's the thing, all right? Breath of the Wild was good, all right? It was good. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought that it was a really awesome Zelda experience with the open world that kind of had a similar kind of concept to, say, a Dark Souls game where, hey, you see it, you can go there, right? I liked the take that they changed up the dungeons, although I think I would have enjoyed more traditional dungeons. But the fact that they had mini dungeons that were more puzzles, and then the
hold on, bro, you were talking about something else.
was kind of
You
interesting.
just started ranting about reviews, and now we're talking about the first Zelda. Come on.
And again, the graphics.
Let's go back to the topic.
Okay. The graphics did not blow me away. I tried playing it on Switch, and my Switch bricked, so I played it on Wii U. Apparently, it played better on Wii U anyway, which is
Seems
kind of
like his
funny.
brain is
On Switch,
bricked.
It was even more choppy. But there were
We
things
might
that
need
were
a
more
new
perfect about the game
update.
either. The whole weapon durability system was a very big slog. It made the game. It basically held the game back because you had to always kind of worry about your weapons breaking or whatever.
All the boyfriends want to kiss Gerudo Link. That's what I know.
Quite annoying, certain enemy types and stuff. I thought it was a mixed bag, but it was a very positive
You
mixed
ain't
bag.
got the
I enjoyed
answer,
it way more
Sway.
than I disliked it. A game that I liked way better that year, that for some reason the game's media did not kiss its butt, was Super Mario Odyssey. I thought Super Mario Odyssey was an amazing.
Didn't they
way to take Mario
absolutely
into the
kiss
modern
that
age.
game's
It
ass?
still retained a lot of the open 3D platforming aspects of games from prior iterations, but it added in a whole new mechanic of platforming.
You know,
and
you're
puzzles
a
and
part of the
challenges
gaming
and
media, Phil.
So I thought, if
You
anything,
have
you're
a
gonna tell
bigger
me being
platform
innovative.
than
Well, all Zelda Breath of the
90%
Wild
of
did
people.
was take Zelda and bring it into a modern
Just nobody
era
cares
of
about what you
every
have to
other
say
game
because
being an open
it's
world
worthless.
game, right? Well, I felt Mario Odyssey actually innovated. In addition, Mario Odyssey ran beautifully on the Switch. Smooth 60 frames, gorgeous graphics, you know, much better performing, honestly, than I felt Breath of the Wild did. And most game journalists give like an 8, but Breath of the Wild's a 10, right? And I just didn't understand it.
Bro, stop caring about those fucking numbers. It means nothing.
Nintendo games, and you've played
The fucking number to get people like you mad and people that like it excited. It's literally just a number.
So why would you always say that Breath of the Wild is 10 out of 10? And by the way, Breath of the Wild won fucking Game of the Year that year at the Game Awards. Like, why?
He's acting like an 8 is like a 5.
Again, I'm not down talking Breath of the Wild. I enjoyed Breath of the Wild. I thought it was a
it's
good
just
game,
not
but
a
I wasn't
10.
in love with it.
Because a 10
And
is
I didn't
perfect.
Even understand how people could be making these positive points about it when it had a lot of negative to it as well. It was kind of like I said, it was a mix of good and bad, way more good than bad, but still it wasn't some perfect game.
Everything is a mix of good and bad. Literally everything. This is such a bullshit segment. Just move on.
Fast forward to today. It's literally the same situation again, from what I'm seeing, right? It seems like these game journalists are afraid to criticize Tears of the Kingdom. They're literally kissing its ass. And I'm like, here we go again. You know, I don't even know if I could trust them. The reviews are reading the same. If you read a review of Breath of the Wild and then you read it next to the review of Tears of the Kingdom, essentially it's the same review, except that they're basically saying, oh, it you know, it now has crafting, and the crafting adds even more to it, and there's more ingenuity in the puzzles and whatever. But outside of that, it's like, what else? Is there anything else? And like, So, you know, what it is they fucking kissed Breath of the Wild's ass so badly that if they take a game that's a sequel that essentially just is a straight up sequel to it, and they say it's not as good, then it would, their previous review wouldn't even make sense. So of course they're gonna say it's 10 out of 10. Right?
What?
They're gonna ignore all the flaws.
How?
This thing's running on the Switch.
How
Do you
did this
really
make
believe
any
this thing's gonna run
sense?
beautifully on the Switch and have no issues, honestly?
They would
We're gonna find out.
retroactively ruin their previous review. What?
Attendant starts criticizing Nintendo games.
Oh yeah, and he has beef with Nintendo about copyright and shit like that. He's legitimately biased. He hates the fuck out of Nintendo. And also because they're Japanese. And now look at him try and weasel out of what he just said.
Zelda with preconceived notions, and I'm not going to go into Zelda with the intention of ripping it a new asshole. I think sadly a lot of people who do online content these days are definitely looking for that. They're looking for something to yell at. They're looking for something to complain about.
Isn't this fucking ironic?
I'm not going to do that.
Isn't this ironic? A lot of people are... We just came off a segment of this dude ranting about the dumpster. He went to the fucking dumpster and it fucking sucked. And he was pissed off about it. And now we're talking about how people on the internet want to be angry at stuff.
Tomorrow,
Are you serious?
All day long, we're playing this. We're playing it on the first.
Jesus, and now he's hyping himself
I'm
up.
This game a fair shake.
Now it's a hype time. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. Those
right,
people that really liked it and they gave it a 10, they weren't honest. They didn't really like it.
Necessarily in love with
they
the
were all
idea
biased.
that
I
half the
really
game
would
is
like
crafting.
it.
If I wanted to play a game that was full of crafting, I would either play Minecraft or I would play, you know, Fortnite Battle Royale before they got rid of the crafting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be playing a game that already has established gameplay elements that everyone likes and wants, and now this have to take a back seat because you decided to combine it with crafting from other franchises. I'm a little confused at this, of how this is supposed to be something that is going to be a 10 out of 10 situation when all you've done is taken something from another franchise, lifted it, pasted it into your game.
Serious?
10 out of 10. How? I don't get it, and I don't even understand how it's going to really fit in.
It's like,
because I do feel like it's
not
gonna
even
end up
talking
being
about
something
it.
that kind of holds us all back, right?
You got a random dude who showed up that no one has ever seen and super chatted him like $50.
I'll judge it fairly, like I always do.
Crystal Laser.
I
literally
hope it's good.
never been
I'll be
seen
honest with you
before.
guys. I hope
Very
it's good.
interesting.
It's gonna feel a little weird and nostalgic. Here's why. Breath of the Wild was the first playthrough ever, way back in 2017. So you're talking 6 years ago, when I actually became an interactive streamer. That's right. That was the early 2017.
God.
Before that playthrough, I was basically someone who made content for just on-demand viewers. Even though I had a live
He said this about like 5 playthroughs
Now let me
already.
ask you a question. Does that make any sense?
Hey, you guys, I played this game the first time. I wasn't even an interactive streamer.
Every day. Why would you act like they're not there? And the answer is because I was an idiot. You know, I didn't understand the giant potential that I had to be an interactive streamer.
Didn't understand the giant potential.
My content changed because I was having fun, meaningful conversations. Because people were
meaningful conversations.
Their opinions, and sometimes if I got stuck, they would help on a game, or it made
I want DSP to talk to a restreamer and for them to pull the same semantics as him.
Stuff like that.
Hey Phil, I'm watching you, but when I watch you, I provide my own insight and criticism, and I have meaningful interactions with my chat.
More meaningful. I really 100% feel that. All right, and thank you, because I really do appreciate those who come and interact with me on a daily basis.
Hypocrisy is one of his most entertaining qualities.
As opposed to me just sitting here playing games for myself.
He just called out a bunch of media sites for being shills and is right now literally shilling himself. This is just a self-advertisement segment. It's just self-promotion.
People were trying to troll. They were doing like 10-cent, cheers. It was 10-bit cheers over on Twitch. And essentially, it pop-ups constantly on the screen.
Oh yeah, those 10-bit bitches.
Pop-ups never end, right? And people were basically
50-bit
trying to
bitches
mess
as
around
well.
with the whole system. It was kind of fun, but it was very much like the Wild West at that point. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So let's play it by ear tomorrow. Let's be fair, playing it all day, both streams. Let's see for ourselves and judge. How much of a major thing is this new crafting system? Is it really going to change the face of how the game plays?
Okay, but you just shat on it because it was stolen from Fortnite, apparently.
Yeah, sadly, I hate to say it, have to
It's
kind of
not
take
a
it with
10
a
out
grain
of
of
10.
salt. Because they
Yeah.
did exactly the same thing with Breath of the Wild.
Did you read
and
the
I thought that
reviews
was a
though?
Far from perfect.
No, he just looked at numbers.
Far from perfect.
Like, no, this isn't that number. I haven't played it yet, but I know it's not that number.
However, I will say
I'm better than them.
It does dishearten me when it comes to like the Game of the Year awards this year. Because if all the journalists
Nobody cares about those. They don't mean anything.
In 2017, and Breath of the Wild's immediately just a shoe-in for Game of the Year. Yeah, but there's a lot of other games coming out this year that have really good potential. I think
Like
this
what?
year
Dead Island 2?
we actually have big potential to actually see
Redfall?
a game that you normally would not be a Game of the Year contender be one. Like, for example, we might have a fighting game with Street Fighter 6, or maybe Mortal Kombat 12, or maybe Tekken 8. Maybe we could have a fighting game that could actually be a Game of the Year
Starfield.
contender for once. That would be pretty cool, because that shit never happens. It's always,
maybe
that's its own
Star
genre.
Wars Jedi
Overall,
Survivor guy.
Content, if a game is providing great control,
Jedi
great
Survivor
graphics,
guy.
tons of replayability, just because it's a certain genre, it's not eligible. Oh, but Zelda is just by default always the Game of the Year, right?
No.
I don't believe that.
No, that's
So I guess we'll see what happens.
literally
but starting
not
tomorrow,
how it works.
It's Zelda time, all day long, first and second gameplay streams, okay? Then on Saturday, it's going to be DSP versus the Internet. This is my weekly clip react show where I react to clips that the members of the channel have nominated.
And
If you're a
promotion
channel member and you
time.
didn't nominate clips yet.
Awesome.
I strongly urge you to do so. I'm looking at you Ultra members because the way it works is when you become a channel member, you go to
no, he's not going to talk about
community post that I
Keemstar.
post
He's
every
doing
Sunday night,
the
and you
opposite
nominate the
of
videos
what
you
people
want
expect
to watch
completely
on
on
the show.
purpose.
Now,
And
it's first
because
come, first served, so we just go in order right
he's
down the
doing this
listing,
very
and,
specifically because
you
the
know, it's always
comments
fun,
of
it's
his
always
latest
variety.
drama video
But the
were
Ultra members,
full
people
of
who
people
join at the
telling him
highest
to
level,
stop
which
talking
obviously
about
more
this.
expensive,
So
but
he
it
actually
supports the
stopped
channel
talking
more.
about it.
They're guaranteed
But
to have their videos
mainly
watched on the
is
show.
because the
You see?
trolls expect
So,
him to talk about it, and they showed
you're an
up so
Ultra
he can
member,
talk about
I
it. So
strongly
now
urge you,
instead
if you
he's
haven't
gonna
yet,
have a really
post up your
boring
videos
pre-stream.
right away. When I
You
checked the
see,
other day,
we
and admittedly
showed
this was
those
like a day or
fucking
two ago,
trolls.
There was only 5 Ultra members.
We
submissions.
destroyed
Usually
them.
We have like 9 or 10. So half the Ultra members apparently didn't post, and you're gonna miss out because if you wait till the very last minute, I might miss your post. You know, you have to post up within 24 hours of the show. So I would say, please today, post up your nominations for DSP versus the Internet if you haven't yet. All right. And by the way, that's all over on my sister channel, DSP Reacts. That is my React channel.
Yeah, shout out the sister
Over the last
channels.
couple of weeks, including clips from
Soul
the DSP versus the
Sister.
Internet show, my long form React to the Internet Historian YouTube channel, the review of the new Legion of Superheroes animated movie on
Yeah,
HBO
actually
Max,
can skip a little bit.
and yes, my latest tier maker from Monday night, which was
Yeah, that
ranking
shit
all
is
the Zelda
trash.
be, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Sunday night will be got a little indigestion. Oblivion, Shivering Isles DLC, which we're actually getting very close to finishing, and I'm thinking we may actually finish the DLC on Sunday night, which then means we could head into the home stretch of the game's story and maybe beat it within a couple more streams and wrap up the Oblivion playthrough, okay? So then, Monday and Tuesday, we're kind of alternating. Depending on how much you guys like Zelda, all right, will determine how much Zelda we play. We could easily play Zelda both days. We could play Zelda one day, and then we could do more Star Wars. You know, we'll see. Or if you really want Elden Ring, we could even put Elden Ring in there too. It's up to you. And then the night streams, again, will be alternation between Final Fantasy V and Oblivion as we push to finish. Now, here's the thing. At this point now, I'm juggling 3 daytime games.
He's juggling. He's like a clown, you guys.
So my goal is to try to finish up.
He's juggling like a clown.
Final Fantasy V or both within the next 1 to 2 weeks. And now the night streams will also be reserved for main daytime games. Because there are a couple games coming out in the next couple of weeks that I'm interested in playing. But honestly, right now, I can't take on another game. I don't even have a time slot for it, you see?
He can't. He's booked. He's completely booked, man.
On how the late night streams go, that'll determine what games are daytime games.
Man,
what games will
touching the face. Oh, he just rubbed his snort sack and wiped it off on his jammies. That was absolutely disgusting.
Lord of the Rings Gollum game that's coming out
the Gollum. No, don't play that. That shit's gonna be ass.
Following the story of Gollum.
What looks interesting about it?
Not doing things that were essentially in the movies. So there's this in between time where he had lost the ring to Bilbo, but he was basically working for Mordor, and Mordor was doing stuff, and then he actually
none of that shit is
was
interesting.
with Aragorn or something. So there's all this time frame covered
in
this game, which is interesting. And I'm interested in it, but you know, I don't know if we're gonna have time to do it, quite frankly. So because we're gonna be already juggling 3 games and another 2 games at night, so we have to see what happens when it comes to the schedule. I have about 2 weeks to kind of focus in on the games that I'm playing right now and see how far we can get. And if we wrap up some of the nighttime games that maybe we have opportunity to add another game to the rotation, we will, okay?
Funny enough, he got a $50 super chat and is gonna ghost it until the time for reading super chat comes. Such an appreciative guy.
All right.
We can't, you guys. We can't get derailed. But let me talk about how I went to the dumpster and rant about some imaginary people. Let me do that for 15 minutes. Can we do that? That's cool. This is my stream. I can do whatever I want.
For when there's not new releases.
But you need to support it.
New releases, and I'm realizing, oh crap, I have too many going on, and I need to kind of scale back on the late night chill for now. Okay.
Scale back on the chill. We're gonna overdose.
Okay.
We're gonna have chill withdrawals.
And one other thing, we already
mentioned. We're gonna be tweaking from chill.
Keep, hyping it up.
What? The Feast and Feist.
On Sunday, May 21st, it is DSP's Fight and Feast event.
Fight and Feast. So fucking stupid, dude. It's such a boomer name.
Which ones in the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection you want to see me play. You'll be voting on character selection, and I'll be playing through those on the arcade modes at the highest level of difficulty. There's also going to be multiple tier maker ranking challenge events where we're going to be ranking fighting games and maybe Street Fighter games and Street Fighter characters and stuff like that. That's going to be fun. I'll be trying out recipes from the Street Fighter cookbook that my wife is going to make. Well, maybe have some drinking during that event, and maybe even a fantasy match in WWE. We'll see. So mark the calendars. It is 1 week from this Sunday. DSP's Fight and Feast here on DSP Gaming. I hope you will consider joining. It should be a great time. Okay. All right, and outside of that, that's really all I have to talk about right now. Obviously, as we get
does that mean the podcast is done, or are we gonna do 40 more minutes of nonsense?
So, guys, thank you so much. Already people are contributing, and I really appreciate that. I will shout out all contributions after we get through the next segment. Remember, contribution shout outs and all that is at the end of the show.
Obviously.
But thank you so much. Remember, I am a crowd-funded individual, and what that means is
we're gonna beg
sponsorships or partnerships or anything.
Dude.
The beta.
Yeah, skip the fucking beta. Dude. Dude.
Like that.
Literally begging.
Purposefully.
Fucking embarrassing.
So that when you guys are here, we can have fun interactions.
And he keeps all the sponsorships. Yeah.
Get have a good time together. That's meaningful.
Fucking piece of shit, retard.
Promotion.
Big up Black Mage. Yeah, he's gonna skip the beta.
Doing what I love, and I really
he skipped the beta because he's gonna get scrubbed.
Whether it's simply liking a stream or a video, which adds engagement, whether it's commenting on a stream or commenting on a video, which also adds engagement, whether it's a super chat or a super sticker here on the stream,
membership, gifted membership
you're particularly enjoying, maybe consider becoming a member of the channel or gifting some memberships to the community. I would say these next couple of weeks, starting tomorrow with Zelda, and then the next couple of weeks, the special Street Fighter event and everything, we're going to probably have some really good attendance on streams coming up. So now would be a great opportunity if you wanted to help out the community and you wanted to drop some gifted memberships. This would really help out right now, right? We've lost over 100 gifted memberships in the last week because that was kind of the anniversary of my birthday from April, and we had
The anniversary of his birthday.
So hey, give some memberships now. There's going to be
Come
tons
on,
of people here
dude.
ready to accept them.
Come on.
And thank you in advance to anyone who supports the community in that way. I really appreciate that.
Support the community.
Cool.
What about tips, though?
All right. Without further ado,
You forgot to beg about tips, bro.
Start talking about gaming news.
Tell them how you get the most of it, and you get it instantly.
let's go ahead and do
they
that.
help you right
It's
now.
open here to my news list,
And not
of all
2
the things
months
I wanna
from
talk
now.
about today. So there's apparently a strong rumor
Apparently.
that Bloodborne is finally going to be
Let's talk about the news.
re-released and remastered.
Something is
Not a
happening.
remake from the ground up, but that Bloodborne will actually be released for PC and PlayStation 5 this year, perhaps.
Well, it was about time.
The rumor is coming supposedly from David Jaffe, the guy who created God of War, who seems to be an industry insider who's had some advanced knowledge of things like the Wolverine Sony exclusive game beforehand. So maybe he's right. Maybe the climate is finally right for this to happen.
Hold on, are we?
But a lot of people are
Is the news segment just gossip at this point?
There have been rumors.
What?
Over and over of Bloodborne being re-released, remade, whatever, for years and years and years, and it's
Yeah, it's
always
basically a meme at this
even when
point.
people claim it's credible. So a lot of people are like, you know what, Mr. Jaff or whatever, I don't know if it's Jaffe or Jaff, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's like, listen, he's a nice guy, but you know what? Still, even though he's usually right on the things that he says and predicts, people are still being incredibly like skeptical about this and saying, yeah, I don't know if I should believe it. You know what it is? It's a case where when you get your hopes up, right, so much about something, so often, what
You
ends
would
up
know
happening
about
is
it, Mr.
You just
Tips
don't
Goal.
really care anymore. If it happens,
What?
it happens, and that's great. But when you hear this rumor over and over, you get what they call punch drunk, or you get kind of like desensitized to it.
Gin drunk?
You know, would it be great to have Bloodborne released on a modern console? Of course it would. One of the major complaints about Bloodborne is that it's stuck at 30 frames per second and always has been. You can't actually even unlock it. If you try, the game basically breaks apart and crashes. It was designed to run at 30 frames. So if they're redoing it at 60 frames for PC and for PS5 with better detail, I think everyone would be back in the Bloodborne. I would do another run of Bloodborne. For sure I would. That's a great game. I love the lore of Bloodborne in particular. It's really fun. So, you know, I'd be excited, but again, it's like, do you really want to actually get your hopes up? Probably not, right? Probably not.
Who's getting banned? I can't even see.
Okay.
Is Keem really going to interview your family/friends? He's not gonna address this. This might even get deleted, because we're not talking about any kind of drama today. What is he doing? Who is getting eradicated? I can't even see.
Okay.
Who is getting leaned in? The super chat is still here. No, no, oh my god, man. Come on.
Sorry.
Come on, it wasn't
I'm
even...
distracted.
Bruh.
I'm good now.
What a
Okay,
piece
so
of
that's the
shit.
first story.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Continuing on. Let's see here.
Fuck this guy.
Oh, this was an interesting one.
He just wiped him
Because
away.
This is one that I feel like this is something that should have been years and years ago, and I don't know what took him so long. Google has now publicly confirmed it is testing new technologies and experimenting, with a feature that limits the use of ad blocking on YouTube.
Okay.
All right. Now
He's gonna get bypassed
it's funny,
immediately.
this has been a huge thing on YouTube forever, right? Now these days, is ad blocking as big of a concern?
We're gonna
as it
have
used
an
to be on
ad
YouTube
block
for content
blocker
creators? Not as
blocker
much. Why?
a year
Because ad
a
revenue
year
tanked
from
in
now.
2017, and it's kind of went way down, and then it kind of went a little up, then went way down again. So when ad revenue is going like this, and usually is on the downward trend, it's not as big of a deal. YouTube has been trying desperately in the last few years.
Remember when DSP was writing forum posts on his dead end website,
just
saying that if you're using
live
ad
stream.
block in watching his
guy said
videos,
to
you're
me,
basically
"Phil, why are
stealing
ads
from
running?"
him.
And I said, what are you
That's
talking
what he
about?
said. I have the screenshots to
Ads
prove
running.
it.
Like, yeah, ads are running literally right now. We can't watch it. And I was like, what? So I checked into it, and come to find out, YouTube implemented this new thing that I had to undefault it. Where when you do a
Undefaulted.
live stream, YouTube will just determine when it feels like running ads and just run ads. You don't have to enable them. It just does
no.
it out of nowhere.
No, that's a checkbox.
And I was like,
you
well,
can
I don't want
uncheck it.
that. I want to control ads in my content.
You
I
can
wanna make sure
actually do
if I'm
that,
gonna do
yeah.
an ad break, I'll do an actual ad break. I don't want to be in the middle of an important discussion on a podcast or in the middle of a critical, important boss fight that you want to see, and now it runs a friggin' ad, and when it comes back, oh, it's over. Right? Like, how would that be meaningful at all? That's completely detrimental, right? Like, I want ultimate control over my content. So I ended up having to ultimate That's just one example that YouTube keeps adding in these things to have advertising. And it's obvious they're trying to push it to make more money. Because remember, YouTube makes money on ads primarily. I mean, what else are they making revenue on? Probably paid memberships and super chats and super stickers. That's what they're making money.
Yeah, you can actually see this here. Look.
So
automatically place mid-roll ads during your stream.
People have always talked
and this can be checked or unchecked.
How with YouTube.
Okay. There we go.
Ad blocking. How that could be a big negative detriment for content creators, because if you're someone who relies on making significant ad revenue, right? And your ad
you see how he says significant? Right? Because he's not one of those people. He makes insignificant ad revenue, even though he makes actual hundreds of dollars a month on ads.
And you have an ad blocker on. It's like you're stealing the content.
See how he snuck it in?
You're gonna watch the content for free, but you have to watch the ads, so I get
the agreement.
If you're blocking the ads, now you're stealing my content, which I'm supposed to make money on.
Are you serious?
So this has been an argument.
You're stealing my content.
Many years. The thing is, since the adpocalypse, this is essentially changed the whole discussion. Now most content creators would find it very hard to make a living on ad revenue. The very few that are lucky to do that essentially would have to have a really ginormous following of viewers who are all watching the ads.
That's literally incorrect.
It's just not viable anymore in the modern day.
They just don't live in mansions in 2-story condos, Phil.
Just having ads.
You can have a 50K sub channel.
Opportunity. You have to be a live streamer that has
and make a living on YouTube. You literally can.
Super stickers and all of that combined.
You're just lazy and a bum, and you're using logic from like 10 years ago. Go fuck yourself.
Used to do a couple years ago. Maybe you have a Patreon and people pledge to your Patreon for additional content, and that's more income. But whatever it is, basically content creators have realized we can't just put all our eggs in one basket. It doesn't work. Having everything rely on ad revenue, it's not working anymore, right? But now YouTube, or Google in general, is apparently going to implement this new technology that is going to unblock ads. That's an interesting concept for sure. If everyone has to watch ads on YouTube, content creators could definitely see revenue increase, but at the same time, if there's someone who always watched your content but watched it with an ad blocker, and now they're just not going to watch it anymore, well, that's less views, less engagement. Will it actually hurt or help content creators? And another interesting part about this is they didn't ask anyone. It's not like they asked a YouTube creator, hey guys, would you prefer to have more or less ads with ad blockers or whatever? Like, no one's saying that. They're just kind of doing it because they can. It's their business. It's their website.
Who should they ask? T-Series? PewDiePie? Markiplier?
I told you guys something.
What?
Last year, when I started doing React content, I knew that I was going to have to be able to watch YouTube content without ads. So I got
he's going to shill premium.
Used to be called YouTube
There you go. He's shilling stuff for free, dude. He's not even recommending it. He's straight up shilling it because he's going to get 0.1% of the revenue.
Right? If you're someone who watches a lot of YouTube content, this is something that you're going to definitely benefit.
This makes me want to download all of his videos and upload them on 15 different channels.
Videos, but sometimes
this is how petty it makes me want to be.
Implemented in your search feed and everything, it's all removed.
So pathetic.
In addition, things just work a lot better. So for example, if you have YouTube Premium, you can actually use YouTube as an ongoing playlist and minimize it.
That's crazy, dude. You can literally do that with YouTube Revamps.
You can scroll through. You could be playing.
Let me show something myself.
Or something while music is playing from YouTube, and allows you to do that.
Look at this. This is so amazing.
You try to minimize YouTube, the whole thing just shuts down.
Look at this, dude. YouTube Revamps. It's like YouTube Premium, but for free.
It also allows you to do it's called offline viewing.
Whoa.
So let's say, for example, you have a favorite show. What if, and I know this is probably not the case for anyone on planet Earth, but what if the level
It's literally just a sponsored segment. It's literally just a sponsored segment.
Watch a bunch of them this week, but maybe later this week you're going to be at work, or you're going to go on a trip. You're not going to have a good internet connection, but you want to watch some of the podcasts as a way to kill time. Maybe you'll be on a bus for several hours or a train, right? So here's what you can do. You can actually set videos to auto download, and they'll be on your device, your viewing device, without internet connection. So now you can go watch several videos.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. How much are they paying you for this?
At your own leisure and not need an internet connection to worry about what's buffering or whatever. It wouldn't be. It's already on there. You see? These are just a few of the options. Like, there's a lot of features of YouTube Premium. The reason I bring this up, I don't work for YouTube, and no, I don't.
Why
get
are you
cut
shilling though?
If you get a YouTube Premium subscription.
Yeah, you do
but
though.
I really feel like
he gets a cut of
watches a lot
ads.
of content on YouTube. It's
Literally
kind of
does.
a no-brainer that you would do this. Now, yes, it is true that all YouTube content is essentially free. I know there's a few content.
There's other ways you could do it, man.
Memberships or whatever, but for the most part, all right, the content's free. But I have had such a dramatically increased enjoyment of the YouTube viewing experience.
That's because you pay for a premium service,
I would
dumbass.
to not recommend it to you, especially if this is happening and they're now going to try to make it so that you can't even block ads at all.
This is
on
so
YouTube.
pathetic.
You've got to find a way around that. The last thing you want to do is watch
Consumer.
those intrusive ads. They are very intrusive, annoying. Some of these are minutes long and you can't skip. It's really bad. So I strongly recommend YouTube Premium. Now, here's the other cool thing. Let's say, for example, you like certain content creators and you watch their content all the time. If you get YouTube Premium, they're getting credit for your view, as if you watched all the ads on their channel.
Oh, so you actually have an incentive to promote this, don't you?
Premium do? It gives you time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what most
Whoa,
people
it's so
want.
cool, dude.
That's the most valuable.
What's he
thing
gonna
in life is
ban?
Time, right? You don't have to waste your time with the ads running.
He didn't ban anybody.
Support the people you like. Get the content you want. Don't watch a bunch of shitty ads. That's what the YouTube Premium is all about.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. How much does it cost?
Google is going to be rolling this out, and all of a sudden everyone
Was this shit like 15 bucks a month to watch YouTube?
Ads on every video. I strongly recommend you get YouTube Premium. Now, here's the other thing.
Strongly recommend AdBlock.
Some people might say something, all right? Some people might say, oh, wait a minute. Well, if this is the case and the ads are so intrusive, then content creators should just turn off ads on all their content and people will pay.
How are they going to make money?
That would be the real way that a content creator would show that they like their audience. Actually, no. Want to know why?
Actually,
because
no.
YouTube now has the ability. They started this, what was it, a year ago? 2 years ago? YouTube can monetize whatever they want. It's actually been made now that if you don't monetize your own content, YouTube can auto-monetize it anyway.
How though?
So you have,
Did they
if
tell
you
you?
don't take creative control of your own content by becoming part of the partner program and running ads on it yourself, YouTube can still monetize your content. So it's like, you damned if you do, damned if you don't. I might as well run the ads, because if I don't,
Is that why you put 5 ads on a 15-minute drama video?
So that's it.
Yeah, because you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, dude. Let's just put some ads.
And my suggestion is check out YouTube Premium. Okay? All right. Continuing on.
This was like a 5-minute show segment, literally.
So just a couple days.
What
or
the
a few
fuck,
days, 4
dude?
days.
Not even getting paid by them directly.
Burger King.
Burger. A nice clipping audio, and then we get this subhuman
Do I have to
face.
follow that up? I guess I do. Burger King is doing something new to celebrate
You ain't got the answer,
release
Sway.
of the new Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse animated film. This is the follow-up
Across the Burgerverse.
2018? Was it 2018 or 2019? I can't remember. The Spider-Verse film from many years ago that did incredibly well, and everyone has wanted a sequel. Well, the sequel's coming out soon. It's actually early June, June 2nd. So they are launching, get this, the Spider Whopper. The Spider Whopper, or Red Whopper. All it really is, it looks like it's a standard Whopper with a red bun. All right. This reminds me of many years ago. Remember they had the, what was it, the Monster
Wow, look at this. It's literally just red.
And it had
it's
a
red
black
bun.
Correct?
Correct.
And
there you go. How is this a news story? Bruh, is this really what we're talking about on a fucking podcast?
It just seemed like
a red burger. A red burger.
Bathroom, you crapped green.
A red burger.
Because the food coloring in it,
Give
when
me a
digested by the
break.
human digestional tract, would change colors to green. So everyone was pooping giant, piles of green poop.
No,
it was
no,
disgusting. Very revolting, actually. Not normal.
Yeah,
So,
then stop talking about
The
it.
question is, if you
You're gonna
eat
make
the
Derek
Spider
horny.
Whopper, what color will you be pooping later in the day? But in reality, it's not a big deal. It's kind of neat, I think, to do a tie-in like that. I think that the colored bun might bring some people to Burger King who haven't been there in a little bit, I guess. But quite frankly, I'm not exactly sure, you know, what to expect with it. Will it taste better? It doesn't look like they changed anything else. It looks like the standard Whopper. So, there you go. There is a rumor. Get this. Listen to this rumor. id Software is working closely with Bethesda to overhaul the combat because last August Bethesda showed off the Starfield preview and people thought the combat looked awful. Like it looked way too similar to say the Outer Wilds or a Fallout kind of hybrid. And supposedly id now is stepping in to try to help them, or they have been stepping in since last August to help them refine the game. Is it true?
That sounds like it's gonna be messy.
I don't know. It's just a rumor, and it's on 4chan.
Is it true? I don't know. This is the Gossip Cast.
4chan is incredibly credible.
This like we're watching. That being said, we're just gossiping about shit at this point.
There's one more story.
There's apparently people are saying something. Is it true? I don't fucking know. And now on to other news.
Social media accounts started running a teaser about Mortal Kombat 12, and the teaser is very simple. It is a clock. And the clock is ticking to midnight. It goes 9, 10, 11, and you think, oh, they're counting through the Mortal Kombat games. It's going to hit 12. And as the hand is about to hit 12, it passes by 12 and goes to 1.
Whoa! Take a screenshot of this phase. This is a peak DSP phase. This is when Keemstar actually shows up to his front door with a shotgun. What?
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
So what does this mean? Well, there's no confirmation anywhere, but basically people are guessing. What this means is that, if you can believe it, this is going to be the second franchise reboot for Mortal Kombat. All right? What are you talking about, Phil? A second franchise reboot? What does that even mean? Well, Mortal Kombat started in the 1990s, and originally there were 3 games that formed a trilogy that was a narrative whole. Then they started with the 3D games in 4, and yes, the narrative changed a little bit, but then they kind of went crazy, because after MK4, basically they stopped releasing arcade games, and Mortal Kombat became exclusively console games, mostly on PlayStation. And I think it was, what was it? Deadly Alliance, Deception, there was another one, and then it ended in Armageddon. And basically what they did with those games is they ran the franchise, I hate to say it, kind of into the ground to where they couldn't write anymore. You know, you had Liu Kang was dead and a zombie, right? Good characters were all dead, or, you know, and there's real shitty characters now. There's like, what the hell is this? And basically combat became non-competitive. It became more like a party game, silly game, what's over the top gore, stuff they could do, but it wasn't necessarily... Seriously, it was more of like a console franchise.
We're back to reality.
And it wasn't really esteemed.
It's normal speed from here on out, guys.
Okay.
No Keemstar segment for people that are just tuning in. No Keemstar. Every bit of drama is getting leaned in immediately. Every mention of drama is getting deleted, memory hold, and never happened, and it doesn't exist.
Companies started looking
and he ranted about the dumpster and going to the dump and how somebody was stupid in a situation that he completely made up.
You know, let's be honest.
And then we just talked about some news gossip that might or might not be true and might or might not ever happen.
Like Street Fighter 4.
And yeah, the pinned message is just an anti-drama message because he knew people would be talking about it.
Which came out about a year and a half after Street Fighter 4. And this was an opportunity for them to kind of redo things and fix the mistakes they had done in the plot and make the game more competitive again. So what they ended up doing was rebooting it. And Mortal Kombat 9
I forgot about this. He was shilling YouTube Premium for like 5 minutes.
Where Raiden had a medallion.
And he was shitting on news reviewing sites for like 10 minutes.
The mistakes of the past. Try to change these key things in the timeline that had screwed stuff up and made everyone end up dying at the end of Armageddon. So
I really want to gossip about Mortal Kombat's story.
Let's redo it again.
Really?
We'll fix those problems. Okay? And so Mortal Kombat 9, 10, and 11 became a new Mortal Kombat trilogy over the last 10 to 12 years, where they re-explored the same plot lines. You had characters who previously were, were one way. Now they're different characters. They've changed in the timeline. They play differently. Introduction of new characters and all kinds of stuff. And essentially, over this trilogy, the game became way more competitive. Rather than being a party game on PlayStation, now it became, it's more mainstream of a fighter. Now they started having competitive tournament leagues and everything, and it got back to prominence, quite frankly. It really did. Now, I'm not saying that Mortal Kombat ever had the prominence of Street Fighter or Tekken, but people started to respect the game again, which is always a good thing. And by the way, it's always a great seller because Mortal Kombat games have a story as well as a bunch of offline content paired with the online content. It ends up being quite fun. So, They've already done this reboot. Mortal Kombat 9 was essentially the story of Mortal Kombat 1 again, but then it moved on and actually had characters from 2
Bro,
and
like
3 in it as well.
why you care about a
Mortal
story
Kombat 9
so
was
much? It's a
almost like
fighting
redo
game.
Mortal Kombat trilogy.
Why do we care about
the
it?
next games, 10 and 11, were essentially new iterations, new story, continuing in different directions that the original game didn't go. Okay?
He feels like he has to say something about it, so we're just gonna be recapping stuff that happened in the past.
Canon story, Liu Kang fights the time goddess or whatever the hell her name is. I can't even remember what the hell her name was. He kills her, and when he does, he basically absorbs the powers.
I guess we need to get to the Q&A segment when people are gonna force him into talking about drama. That always happens.
Done to the timeline or whatever.
As you guys know, I left a pin message in chat. There's no drama today. This is not a drama stream.
Mortal Kombat 12 actually isn't Mortal Kombat 12. It's going to be Mortal Kombat 1 redo. But the question there is, how does that work? Because
just wait and see, man. What's the point of this speculation and gossip? Just wait and see.
Same premise. So first it was Raiden who went back in time to fix the timeline. Now it's Liu
But now
Kang.
he gotta
Like,
get
it's the
angry
same
for no
story.
reason.
Well, what are they gonna do? Why are they doing that?
You've already done
I
it
don't want them
once.
to do that.
Forget Mortal Kombat 9. I mean, Mortal Kombat 9 was a great game. I loved it. It was a great reboot for the franchise. But I just don't know how many times we can reboot the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, one reboot, okay, we get it. You ran the franchise.
You can do it
into the ground.
infinitely
I don't
until
think
people
Mortal
stop
Kombat
buying
11 was
it.
bad
That's
and
how it
ran the
works.
franchise into the ground that we have to rewrite history again. You know? So it is kind of weird that they're doing that. Now you might say, well, is it confirmed? Well, no, but that's essentially what the announcement teaser is showing. And now, you know, Ed Boon, who is, you know, the lead guy in Mortal Kombat, has been since the
guy.
90s, right? Used to be Boon and Tobias, right? He came out and tried to do a little bit of a prank, and he goes, oh, you know, we never even said the next game we're doing is Mortal Kombat 12. And it's like, dude, you literally have all these promotional materials already out. Like, you can't be pretending now to try to have the cat in the bag, put the cat bat into the bag. You can't do that, right? Literally a clock counting to 12, which is Mortal Kombat 12, and skipping it and going to 1. We obviously
His legs are.
right?
He's drumming hard today. He's playing those kick drums.
We'll
you can
see,
see
I
him.
guess. And now, of course,
he's
people are just
shaking.
going crazy. Oh,
Sway is
this
going
means that
crazy.
Mortal Kombat
got the answer, Sway.
will not be Mortal Kombat 12. It'll be a new fighting game that have Mortal Kombat characters, but it's going to cross over.
But this is literally what you're doing right
from the
now.
Boys, and it's going to have Peacemaker.
Bro, why are you mocking those people? This is literally what you are doing for the last 5 minutes is just gossiping and fucking discussing shit that never got confirmed.
From the recent DC movie.
And now we're mocking those people that are doing the exact same thing.
And Suicide Squad. And it's also going to have horror movie villains added in.
Okay.
From recent horror movies. It's going to be the biggest amalgamation fighting game ever. That's why it's not Mortal Kombat 12. It's actually starting a new franchise that's not going to be called Mortal Kombat. And that's why they're saying this. And I'm like,
okay, it doesn't matter how it's called. If it's a fighting game that got the Mortal Kombat characters in it.
where are you even getting all of this?
Where are you getting all of your
Where do you
fucking
get any of
nonsense?
that? Like, there's zero evidence of any of it. You want to talk about rampant speculation? That's the definition of it. We just make shit
we've
up.
been watching it for the last, what, an hour.
Throw it on the internet like it's real.
Make shit up,
Now,
throw
listen,
it on
I'm
the
not saying
internet.
that
Kind
might
of sounds like
work.
Dark Side Phil.
I'm just saying everything that we're seeing is pointing towards Mortal Kombat 12, and they're going to change it up a little bit or whatever, right? So
They're going to change the name like when DSP rebrands his podcast.
Okay.
Dude, this isn't the pre-stream podcast. It's the level 1 podcast. It's different because the name is different.
That is about it for gaming news. I'm actually taking a look.
No more
and,
news.
it's all the
Just a
news that
bunch
I
of
got to
gossip
cover.
and speculations.
And I
And we
hope that
talked
you
about
guys,
Burger King Red Burger. Spider Burger.
All right, I'll send
Let's
it
see.
that.
Let's read some super chats.
That about covers what I wanted to talk about on the show. So now I think what we're going to do is we're going to do some shout outs for those who've contributed.
Yeah,
answer
let's
some
actually do
questions.
that.
We'll see how much time we got left before we jump back into Elden Ring. By the way, I should say this. This week is going to be incredibly warm in Washington. We are about to have an incredible heat wave. In fact, all the news reports are that everyone's going to make a mad dash for the stores to buy air conditioners.
What?
Because get this.
Are you going to do that?
50% of the people who live in Washington state don't have any form of air conditioning whatsoever in their homes.
Where'd you get that
Pacific
info
Northwest,
from?
where I live in the United States, didn't used to be hot.
50%. He
with
just
global
ran
warming,
the poll in his
Every
brain.
year, and now it's only May, and we're about to have.
He did the research that he just made up.
Warn everyone. Yes, very likely, very soon, you're gonna hear a lot of, air conditioning noises and atmospheric.
Why don't you hear a tutorial on how to put a noise gate on your microphone?
And please understand that there's not much I can really do about it.
No, yeah, you
right?
can actually. You actually
it is what
can.
it is. There's going to be going on all summer.
Yeah, it's called
probably,
noise suppression,
until
Phil.
it cools down here, and then I can uninstall the air conditioner.
Oh, yes, of course.
All right.
Yeah, right. Right. Nothing I could do. Are you fucking serious? But we can hear every time his chair squeaks and every time his stomach
Crystal
fucking
Laser, who
burns.
did a ginormous super chat this morning.
How ginormous?
DSP, I've been you've been entertaining me since Left
It's
4 Dead 2.
$50.
Here's a
Just say
little
the
something to thank
amount,
you
bro.
for it. I hope we'll try Mega Man Battle
A
Network.
ginormous super chat. Was it like $5,000?
Use this however you want, but hey, here's some money for it. So there you go. So Crystal Laser, thank you very much. It was a $50 super chat.
Hey, there we
Very
go.
generous. It's weird.
Yeah, this is some fake dude. Crystal Laser. Nobody's
so
seen this
long,
dude ever.
correct?
Ever.
That basically, I'm in a situation
Sock.
where
But tell us.
people have
tell us.
watched me for over a decade, and there's people who are like, yeah, I used to watch you when I was a teenager. You know,
And now I'm a
20s,
dysfunctional
grown up,
adult.
I've got an adult life, and now I come back. I realize you still make content. And I'm back into it, and here you go. Here's some support.
Yeah, they come back and they're like, "Hey, Phil, you're right where I left
It's
you."
funny because
I made so much progress in life, and I came back, and you're still on level 1. Here's
our
$50.
we have times that, you know, at one point in your life, you have a lot of free time. You're sitting on YouTube, you're watching a shitload of stuff. And then you get busy with real life, and the next thing you know, years later, you kind of come back to stuff, right? So that's what happens. You get, these times in your life. And I think for a lot of people, those formative years of YouTube, the 2010s, those early 2010s, watching content creators, and I was a prominent one back then, and a lot of people remember my content from back then, and then they come back later on like, holy crap, he's still here. He's still making content. Like, yeah,
Dude,
it's very
he's still
different,
here.
Right? The form of content
He's
I'm
just
making today
worse and older.
dramatically different than anything that I used to make.
And more toxic.
But yeah, pretty good stuff.
Pretty
I'm
good
happy
stuff.
that people enjoy my content over the years, and thank you for coming back and supporting it now. Crystal Laser. Death Talica 666 did a super chat.
Dentalica.
Oh, that's a troll. Never mind.
Yeah, that's a troll. What did they say?
And Chef Damaski did a super chat, and he says, happy Thursday. Thank you to Chef.
Kiwi Farms is down, but probably not permanently.
Appreciate that.
Josh is not gonna give it up. Maybe you can reach it out on Tor, on the deep web.
Very nice.
Still here.
Thank you,
Still
Chef.
on level
Okay.
1.
Yeah, that's basically what people mean when they say, "Oh, Phil, you're still here."
And now let's take a look at tips.
This means
Looks like
he's never
a bunch of tips have
evolved.
come in. Let's see how many of
It's
these
kind of
are
like a
actually,
channel
legit and
awesome
how many
channel.
of these are just troublemakers.
It's like you go and you watch Linkara, and he's still the same dude from like 10 years ago. Oh wow! Yo, a round of applause. He actually muted his mic. Incredible.
Hopefully that cleared it out. Okay.
He cares so much, you guys.
today.
Big up, Sway.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Oh, here we go again. Wow. This is a follow-up to a discussion we had the other day about free will. So an anonymous tipper to me $2 says, if we define free will as the capability to do whatever we desire.
Okay.
I don't think that's what it is.
What
When a
is
question
it?
arises, then a question arises, how can we truly exercise free will if we don't have control over our wants and desires? This is a philosophical discussion for a future day. I would be very happy in the future.
It's just Dan's trying to sound more important
idea of
and more
human free
intelligent
will,
than they are. That's
right?
what this is.
That'd be nice to have that kind of a discussion in the future.
Free will.
Because you're right. Basically, with this discussion of free will, you can talk in a circle and make points and then immediately disprove the points you just made.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting.
It's kind of like a DSP stream.
Anyway, thank you for the $2 tip. Obviously, I'm not going to be talking about that on this morning's podcast, but maybe something for the future. Okay, let's take a look here. All right, here we go.
Okay.
We got...
Nice podcast. Dead air style.
Someone to the dollar says, you're making up the fact that reviewers aren't giving Mario Odyssey a 10. They gave it a 10, not an 8. I particularly remember when Mario Odyssey came out. I was blown away at how good it was. And people kept telling me, yeah, but it's not as good as like Breath of the Wild. And I was like, what?
It's almost like it's
And then
two
you go and
different
look, it's
games
like,
that
yeah,
play
most
completely
reviewers
differently.
We're saying that Mario
And are
Odyssey
parts
was like
of
maybe
completely
like a
different
9,
franchises.
But they were basically still kissing Breath of the Wild.
And again, this is a 40-year-old dude arguing about number scores.
You objectively look
number
at the two games
scores.
I honestly feel that like Mario Odyssey,
This dude
did
is
more.
fucking sick.
It innovated the franchise more. It had more consistently good
Number
graphics.
scores.
It had more interesting levels. Like Breath of the Wild was very good. What I liked about Breath of the Wild is that it brought Zelda into the modern era. Zelda had always had these kind of negative tropes, right? It had these things that basically, essentially, in the background, were kind of they were holding it back. No real fast travel unless you have an ocarina that can summon a bird, and it can only take you to 3 parts of the map, right? No way to really pass time. No way to do this. Do that. All these things that didn't feel. The traversal. Oh my God, traversal was always a big problem with the Zelda games, right? But now having a game where you could fully explore the map, you could do parkour, you could float around in the air. You know, it advanced the franchise in a big way. But again, I felt like Mario Odyssey was better, and that's my take, and you could disagree. But in general, that was the consensus among reviewers, is that everyone was reviewing Breath of the Wild higher than Odyssey, and I disagree.
Okay, well, good. Good, awesome. Let's move on.
Okay, continuing on.
Okay.
Oh, let's see here. Radical Jaws is here. And he does a
Radical
$14 tip, which is a very generous early tip for the stream. Let's play a nice animation for Radical Jaws.
Fucking epic.
A little slow. I might have to refresh the
And the
page.
pop-up says a $10 tip. So that's awesome, Phil. Big ups to the chill, interactive, meaningful stream. Tell me how you're much better than all the other streamers that are shills, but also have a functional setup, and they don't need to type stuff out like they're at the cash register. He's literally like he's at a cash register in a supermarket. Okay, this is gonna be a $14.99. Okay, here's your receipt. Let me put you up on the leaderboard.
Okay.
Do you have any stamps?
I have a question for your Magic 8 Ball today.
So fucking pathetic. It's literally pathetic. It's the definition of pathetic streamer.
Will my butt get a visit from Spicy
Cat.
Mr. Hanky?
Please, cat in chat. The champ.
The champ.
Also,
is
name a philosophical
here.
channel, Philosophy. Have a great day. Thanks for your.
Oh yeah,
the kind words
philosophical
on
channel.
Tuesday.
The dude who can't even throw his trash out properly. Hey, the 8 ball is back.
Find out if Radical Jaw. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing, if you tip $8 or more, you can ask the Magic 8 Ball a question.
I completely forgot this was a gimmick because it's just $8.
I'll play an 8 ball animation.
I would rather just take your money and not do anything in
You're about to
return.
get a spicy fiesta.
$8
in the
is
bunghole.
too little to make him do stuff. Gonna get a spicy fiesta. Oh wow. Great.
Signed
he didn't even
yes.
cover his face, man. All of that fucking phlegm that was stored in the snort sacks, all of that shit blown out. It's all over Jasper
I'm
now.
allergic to 8 balls, apparently.
I don't know what the 8 ball said. It doesn't even matter. It's a random thing.
And thank you for the tip. Holy moly. All right.
Awesome.
Okay. Up next.
Up next? Hello? Are we still doing the stream?
Someone tipped $2, said Big Cyber Shits, Fight and Feast Hype.
Wow.
Someone named Big Cyber Shits says
Okay,
Fight
awesome.
And Feast Hype. Well, at least
Big
the cyber
shits.
shits. Exciting.
So this is how you make him laugh. You name yourself something really stupid in relation to scat,
continuing on.
and you'd send him money, and then he laughs at it. Oh my god, look, it's poopy shit diaper anus. And he sent me $1.50.
I want to talk about Mario Odyssey again. Okay.
Don't. Tell him to go fuck himself. $1.50 is too little to repeat a segment. Tell him to rewind the stream.
I disagree. Personally, I think that Odyssey was good, but it felt lackluster and disappointing compared to Galaxy and Sunshine. It was outclassed.
Dude sent him money to tell him he disagrees.
Meanwhile, Breath of the
Well,
Wild was
big
probably the most
ups.
fun I've had with a game in over a decade. Respectfully disagree, but that's
And
fine.
he
Everyone has
respectfully
different tastes. First of all,
disagrees.
I don't even know what the hell Hat in Time is.
There you go.
Never even heard of it. Mario Sunshine, when I played it, I did not like it. Mario Sunshine felt like an unpolished, annoying mess of a Mario game. I couldn't believe that it was a mainstream Mario game because it didn't feel like it. It felt like a knockoff. Galaxy is great. I've played Galaxy twice, and I really like the game. I never played Galaxy 2. So maybe missing that perspective of having played Galaxy 2, maybe that would have changed my mind, but I still think to this day Odyssey is absolutely outstanding. So I will respectfully disagree with you, but thank you for the tip.
Okay, bro. That's cool. Let's count some more.
Okay.
It's literally like I will never unsee this. Him being at a cash register. Okay, here's your receipt. Do you have any promo codes?
Tipping $2, but they're essentially trying to talk about
I know.
drama.
What is the drama, Phil?
I'm not entertaining drama. So thank you for the $2.
No
tip is all
drama.
I'm
He's
going
not
to say,
entertaining,
and I'm going to
period.
move on.
You're not entertaining anything, buddy. None of this is entertaining. We're just counting tips right now. It's like a stripper after hours. After the club closes, you just take all the bills from the floor.
Let's see.
You shove them in your pants.
It is Big Papa Pump has tipped me $2 and asked the following question. Hope you have a good day back. Thank you. Do you prefer 5-star rating systems or 10-point rating systems for game reviews, and why? They don't matter. It doesn't matter what rating system you use as long as you're scaling properly. You know, the number used is negligible. You know, I think people would understand a 10-point system better, or maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Okay.
For me, the best rating system is recommend or not recommend.
I got a $2 tip.
Because then you're gonna make people actually listen to the reasons why, and not just look for a number like it's an Anthony Fantano
Someone
review.
mentioned this on my stream the other day. I don't really know what it is. So people are saying it's an MMO, in which case I'm probably not interested. But maybe I'll have to look into it. Or maybe that would be something for someone to nominate for DSP versus the internet. So I could actually see it, live and give you my live reaction to it, right? Well, there you go. All right, continuing on. All right, I got a $2 tip from Jordy Jordan, who says big ups. I'm pretty sure that's not really Jordy Jordan.
Jordy is flexing from the UK. It would have been a £2 tip. That would have been awesome.
Oh, well, shout out to Jordy Jordan with the £2.
Boom, did another $2 tip. He says, a lot of viewers today for the podcast.
Wow.
Welcome to
I
everyone
wonder
who's
why
here.
they're here. They must be here for the quality news.
Show today, which there was not going to be. I
Yeah,
told you
there
guys,
wasn't
I'm
going to
done
be
with
any
that.
drama. He's done with it. Keep that in mind.
I said my piece on drama. I'm done with it, and I'm not addressing anymore. I'm done. I'm moving forward with my own content. I got shit to do.
We'll see, man. I'm sure Keemstar is gonna keep pressing. He's gonna keep pressing. He knows what kind of entertainment you can squeeze out of this guy when you make him squirm.
A bag of Takis Fuego before the stream. Why are you licking your lips today? I don't know. Maybe it's the flavor of
today?
seltzer, tangerine lime.
Probably the last 5 years.
It is a
lip licking good.
Sweeter seltzer.
Yeah.
Than what I would usually drink. So maybe that's what
Today.
It is. I haven't noticed myself licking my lips more, but
really,
right? So
it's literally an actual meme.
Let's face it, you are the one staring at my face, correct? Right?
Do they have to be staring at your face when your face is literally on the screen? They have to be staring to notice stuff.
Another dollar tipper says, I could give you receipts of reviewers giving Mario Odyssey 10s, not 8s.
Oh my god,
so
did they keep
I'm
going?
incredibly dishonest.
They send them money to say this shit.
I've made it
It's
all
so
up.
fucking stupid.
Breath of the Wild totally did not win Game of the Year that year over Mario Odyssey, as I stated multiple times. I've made that up. Okay, good for you. Mario Odyssey was my Game of the Year in 2017. I thought it was just way better. I did. I liked it way better than Breath of the Wild. Excuse me. Okay. Mango has re-upped his membership for 11 months. His trolls hijacked the Baxter name, so I've changed for you. I don't even know what that means, but thanks for re-upping your membership. If you give me a second, I would like to blow my nose.
Dumb
because
message,
I sneezed. Now my nose is bothering me. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. No, he's actually not doing that. Oh no, he's gonna do this because he didn't mute.
I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on. I'm supposed to click this.
Okay, he's doing something else. This, whenever he mutes and goes away, he's doing something else. He ain't blowing his nose. And I don't like making conspiracies like this because I have nothing to go by, but it's too much of a pattern not to notice. And it's been happening recently with the emergence of the health situation, he's been doing this literally every day. Literally every day. And he used to just leave the microphone on and go around and fuck around constantly. Used to do all this kind of shit with the microphone on. Recently, been muting it. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna go out there, talk to Cat or something. Because Jasper isn't there, so Cat is home today. How do I know all this dumb shit, man? This is all so stupid.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, he's back. I'm sure he blowed his nose. I trust him very much.
Pickle
It's
Man,
like,
what's going on?
The thing is that he's the type of guy to lie about shit like this.
Today.
There was one old like Kevin stream when DSP basically lied about the door being open. and Tevin called him out and basically said, DSP's the guy who's just gonna lie about the door being open for no reason. He just lies about shit.
Just a couple minutes. I don't want to go too long on the podcast today.
I don't want to go too long.
An hour and a half, so just a couple more.
He's gonna drop like 200 viewers the moment he ends the podcast.
Jump back into Elden Ring. Okay.
Let's do the Q&A. No more drama today, you guys.
Excuse me. So Pickle Man, I don't have a question for you today, Pickle Man. It's really not on my mind. All right. So I don't really have.
Yeah, get fucked, Pickle Man.
Don't really have anything to ask you today. If anything comes up, I'll let you know though.
Oh, we got Dr. Feelgood sent him like $5. Stroke Awareness Day
do a tier maker stream on the Assassin's Creed games.
was the 10th of May.
Maybe I will indeed, right?
Many of us know someone that has been affected, and we should know the warning signs using the Be Fast acronym. Wonder if he's gonna read that or is just gonna secretly lean.
What a ridiculous thing.
Stroke Awareness
No, I never got a
Day.
nose job. You do realize that when people get
Speaking
older,
of which, he used to have the stroke mouth for a long time.
Correct? Like people's faces don't stay looking the same for their whole life, or else there'd be like 90-year-old people with baby faces. You get that, right? Imagine we all just had the face we should have when we were a baby for the rest of your life. A baby face.
Then it wouldn't be anything really funny or interesting because everybody would have it and they would have always had it. That's like saying, what if we all had 4 arms? Well, then it wouldn't be special because everybody would always have 4 arms and it would just be a normal thing, just like now when we have 2 arms.
$2 says, do you think Xbox can recover if Starfield flops? Will it be the be-all, end-all? I don't think it's gonna...
Bro, have you seen the dick riders they have on Twitter? Same for PlayStation. They could recover from literally everything. They have people that are pledged their soul and life to supporting a brand.
Sadly,
of course they can recover.
Doesn't get back on track with having
even if it's a complete piece of shit broken game, somebody's gonna dick ride it, and they're gonna act like it's amazing. And it's like that for everything. Microsoft, PlayStation, Nintendo, they all got dick riders.
That will play a bunch of
and people that are so completely incapable of being objective
for discount
that they end up looking like complete like freaks.
As opposed to PS5, which will be the in-console everyone must own if they want to play exclusives. Right now, they're just no good exclusives for Xbox. They were banking on Halo Infinite. That lasted 3-4 months and flopped, right? Because the game developer, 343...
I played a little bit of it. It's my first Halo game I've ever played, because I just got Game Pass. It's pretty good. You got really tight gunplay.
Then, they started pumping out a bunch of indie games, which is always good, or these small titles...
Always good, but you don't play them.
Games like Hi-Fi Rush, that's great, but no one's going to buy Xbox to play Hi-Fi Rush. You understand that? Everyone who has
you can play it on PC.
Play it if it's on Game Pass. But no one's going to run out and say, I need an Xbox to play Hi-Fi Rush. 0 people will do that. You understand? They need the hype. And then when they announce, oh, the first big first-party game that we're going to do, right, is it's going to be Redfall. And Redfall comes out.
Yeah, he was banning somebody.
It's underwhelmingly terrible, right? Like, what did you think would happen? So there you go. So it is now everyone's kind of banking on this freaking Starfield game. And if people are like, man, should we really do that? When the previews we saw a year ago were not good, it didn't look that good, right? I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't think Xbox is gonna die.
Bro, all this fucking rocking. It's like he's in a booster seat. It's so weird, man.
They can't pump out good games that are...
It's so weird with him in his gaming chair just rocking left and right. It's like a dude and it's cool. It's like an actual child. It's so weird looking at him rock like that.
Dude, I already said...
You ain't got the answer, Sway!
He did his company 0 favors, going on interviews right after Redfall releasing, doing doom and gloom stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, we're not really selling consoles that well anymore. We're not really competing with Sony and Nintendo. We don't see that happening. If we had
Is that what they said? Is that really what he said, or that's what you got out of it?
And make us...
Because what DSP understands and what people say, it's completely different things.
Like, that's literally the man's job, is to make sure that the Xbox line of titles and consoles are, desirable to consumers. What else should the leader be doing, right? And he's saying, oh, we can't do that. Well, then leave. If you can't do that, leave the company. Let someone who has ambition, someone who has drive, someone who has a plan, step in and take the reins. If you're just there to sit there and look like a dude bro in your fucking, you know, he dresses like he's a college kid.
A dude,
and he comes
bro.
on stage. Does he ever
How
have
do you
anything to
dress,
say?
Phil?
He's always doing PR talk.
DSP dresses like an actual child. Like an actual child.
Company. Instead of buying every company and then every game that comes out is shit, how about you take some control and make these companies get back on track to making good games? Like, what is going on here, right? That's the true leader's position, and he's not doing it. Someone needs to.
Okay.
It seems like there's just so much going on with these different approaches. Like, remember how bad Don Matrick was? Don Matrick had this ultimate hands-on approach where he was controlling everything about the Xbox One launch. The problem was everything he had in mind was bad at the time. A decade ago, those ideas made no sense. All digital games, forcing the Kinect on people, you know, making the Xbox One a TV box. None of that made any sense at all at the time. It was very stupid. So,
TV backs.
What's worse, the guy who's hands-on and makes all bad decisions, or a guy like Phil Spencer who's appeared to being completely hands-off and makes no decisions? Either one seems bad for the company, right? Where's the happy medium? I don't know. I think they need to find it.
Now, I do think Game Pass is a pretty good idea. Because I got it on PC, it's affordable, and it gives you a lot of games. Like, it's a lot of games. A lot of pretty hype games as well.
It's going to be a great streaming week for sure.
So I got to give that to
I
them.
certainly hope that you guys will enjoy the content I put out this week. 6 full-time streaming days coming.
And now
for
we're
ya.
just chilling DSP, I
thanks
guess.
very much.
Awesome. Is it over?
I really appreciate everything.
Is that it?
And a great start as well. Lots of discussion, lots of support.
Oh, he's so proud that he didn't talk about the drama.
Head first, and I hope that you will join me. In the meantime, thank you for watching the Level 1 podcast. Until tomorrow, I hope that you have a great day.
What are we gonna get now?
Enjoy your spring.
Oh, enjoy your
Don't
spring.
overheat. I say, we're about to hit hot temperatures, hopefully.
In the middle of
You stay
May.
cool
That's
wherever you
very
are.
interesting, Phil.
See you tomorrow.
But he's on Green Mountain time. He's on different time.
You ain't
Maybe I
got
should
the
just do a
answer,
talking
Sway.
outro for now. Because this is what I used to do, no? I used to do a talking outro.
A talking
and then for months I
outro?
was just doing music and sound effects. Maybe I should just go back to the talking outro for now until we
Because you don't have any music and sound
Yeah, we'll
effects?
see.
Yeah.
By the way, I totally forgot a whole topic that I wanted to talk about on the show. Maybe I'll save it for tomorrow. I think I will save it for tomorrow. I completely forgot. It was a pretty important topic too, but actually it could wait. It could wait till tomorrow. That's fine.
Okay. Well, if it's pretty important, but it can wait for tomorrow, then it's not pretty
Slightly
important.
too large. Do you see that?
Yeah, you can trim it. You can crop it. Hold the Alt key. No, he doesn't know about it. He literally doesn't know you can crop stuff in OBS. Literally. Watch him. Watch the grug.
Now my camera is slightly too small.
Yes, it is, because you can't crop shit.
Hold on.
Hold the Alt key.
Very annoying.
Where you going? Sway. Sway.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Bruh. Come back, Sway. Come on, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. Come back. Sit down here. Open up my stream. Press the Alt key. You know Alt? It's like the old dude on That Being Said. Come on, press it. What is the Sway meme? Back in the day when he used to work at Wells Fargo, they called him Sway.
Sway.
Because he was rocking back and forth too much.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Come back, Sway. He had multiple people call him Sway. He was that dude at work that you just call him names. Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect.
And I want to bring it back because it sounds really cool. Sounds like a mumble rapper.
Ugh.
Sway.
Center. It's
There
very
we
hard
go.
to see over
He
there.
did it, you
All right.
guys.
So guys,
Did he
here's the
crop it?
deal.
I couldn't see.
I gotta very briefly use the restroom.
Of
I
course.
used a couple
Are you
minutes.
gonna mute?
I'm not going to run ads.
No
I'm just
ads.
gonna mute the mic and go use the restroom. It'll be like 3
mute the
minutes.
mic. Yeah,
and then
he's
I'll be
fucking
back, and then
around.
we're gonna start with Elden Ring. In fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on my air conditioner because it's 85 degrees in here right now.
And of course, we gotta hear
That was
this.
loud. Yeah, it's 85 degrees in here right now.
Awesome.
And obviously, I don't want it to be
He's gonna go
overheating
talk
in
to
here.
Cat. This is like the shittiest part about him, man. Because he's like, he's like a piece of shit. He's a bad person in general.
Okay. All right.
But the shittiest
Guys, I'll
part
be
is how
back in just a couple. I'll
fucking,
mute the mic.
how much he
I'll be back.
wastes
I'll see you in a
everybody's
sec.
time on purpose. On purpose. Because there's some things that people shit on him for that I couldn't really blame him for. Like, he's a narcissist. That's a part of his personality. That's in his brain. Of course, he can, it's not like he can't change, but this shit he does is completely fucking on purpose. Because he got, what do we have here? It's like 300 people, 400, 515 people watching right now. 500 people. And now they're 502, and they're gonna drop to like 350, and then he's gonna cry about it. 497, and this motherfucker's gonna mute the mic and go and piss for 5 minutes. Because you know, when somebody got 500 people watching them, they go and piss with the speed of light. You force that shit out. You piss in a bottle next to you. Okay, maybe not that crazy, but you rush to the bathroom. And I know this motherfucker's gonna get up, he's gonna waddle all the way downstairs. Hey cat, what's up? Yeah, I mean the stream is pretty good. I'm like at like $34, and then like 1 minute man is gonna give me 20, so at least we're gonna put the gunner glasses today. And also someone sent me a $49.99 super chat. That's pretty cool, isn't it? What are you doing, Jasper Kitty? What are you doing, Jasper? You silly little kitty. He's gonna fuck around with Jasper, then he's gonna go take a piss, and he's gonna take like 5 minutes. Maybe he's gonna sit down while he pisses, because maybe his back hurts too much pissing standing up. And then we're gonna waddle all the way back. Maybe he's gonna stop for a glass of water, or a glass of I don't know, gin, or maybe Coke, or maybe pipe cleaner, Drano. And then we're gonna come back to the stream. Okay, everyone. Oh my god, we dropped a lot of viewers. We're at 494. Well, that is fucking stupid. I guess you guys couldn't wait for me to piss in 5 minutes. I was like really fast. And this is like the worst qualities of somebody doing shit like this, man. You got 500 people watching, 500 human beings. Let's assume there are no bots, even though that's kind of suspicious. But 500 allegedly human beings. Of course, now they're dropping because he's still gone. And then you treat him like this. And he does this every single break. This is how all of this shit works. Okay, let me guys, I need to go in and open up my window. I'll be right back. And then he gotta mute the mic, get up again. And who knows, maybe Jasper Kitty is there. Let me pet Jasper Kitty. I deserve a break. I guess that's kind of it. I'm not planning on doing any more. I'm definitely not watching him play Elden Ring. Is he playing Elden Ring today? Why is this on the day stream? This should be a night stream game. And yeah, Elden Ring. That's ridiculous. And yeah, it is kind of ironic because Keemstar is the only reason he got 500 people watching right now. And now they dropped to 482. But Keemstar is the only reason they showed up, because they expected DSP to say something about it, and he completely ignored it. Let's get a quick summary. Let's get a quick recap, and you can just watch this segment on demand instead of watching the 2-hour stream before this segment. So Sway shows up, super positive. We gotta make up some positivity. We gotta compensate for all the drama happening. He pins this message in chat that is basically notifying all of you that this is a drama-free zone. Then Sway proceeds to have a rant about going to the dump because some person that he made up that probably doesn't even exist was a fucking idiot. They changed the way that the dump was ran. Then we talked about the new Zelda game and that it got high reviews, and he was really upset about it for some reason, even though he's probably gonna like the game. Go figure. Then we got a segment about YouTube Premium, and he was shilling YouTube Premium because apparently YouTube was gonna implement an anti-ad block system that was gonna cuck people using ad block, like some of those paywalled news sites that nobody actually cares about or pays about. That's why they gotta put all shit. Anyways, then he banned a bunch of people in chat, in a bunch of super chat, talking about drama, talking about Keemstar, etc., so on and so forth. And did I miss something? Oh yeah, he talked about a Spider-Man burger from Burger King. That's what we talked about. This is the quality podcast you know and love. And that was it. I guess that's it for the stream. In the beginning, we watched the Wings versus Boogie press conference. That shit was embarrassing. And ironically, I don't know if it's ironic or it's pretty funny anyways, the cringiest shit wasn't even Boogie and Wings. So if you want to find out what that was about, you can go back to the beginning of the stream and find out. And that was it. That was it. DSP is gone. He's been gone for 5 minutes now. Actually 8 minutes now. So it's absolutely absurd that he is taking a piss. Like I told you, he's fucking around. He's petting his cat and he's looking at his wife play video games. Or he is doing some exercise or whatever the doctor told him. So I guess that's it for the stream. Thanks everybody for watching. Let me find out who I can forward you to. Yeah, we're doing the Ann Leet. We're going to Ann Leets today. We're 1 subscriber away from 4,400. If you want to subscribe, that's great. The bigger the number, the more people are gonna see when a stream is happening. You know how this works. I don't have to explain to you how subscribing works. If you want to like the stream, then that is epic, and you are above everybody else, and you deserve more human rights than them. You know how this works. And if you dislike the stream, you should be taken away and bound in chains and thrown into a deep river. Okay, love you, see you, and big ups.